こいつは楽しめそうだ。
Fighters, ready. Engage.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hoovy 186 back again with another live stream, and this is my friend right here, the Traditionalist 101. Introduce yourself.
Yes. So we are back. This is the my bad, everybody. This is the Traditionalist 101. You know how it is. We gotta hold on to tradition, ladies and gentlemen. But once again, yes, we know we started late. We were supposed to do this stuff on Monday, but because of the side hustle that I've been doing, we had to do it on Tuesday. So I'm gonna really try my best. I said this already, but I am gonna try my best to make sure that there's no outside interference regarding to this podcast, because I hate it, whether if it's work or anything else. I don't like anything interfering with this podcast. Like, I don't want, because I know a lot of you guys that are watching are counting on us to do this in a timely, professional manner, and I don't want to let you guys down, nor do I want to let my friend down. So I promise you I will work on that issue. But regarding all of that, I thought it was a very fantastic weekend. How was your weekend?
I was working.
Well, I'm sure a lot of people work, on weekends, and including myself. But other than that, was there any other news?
No, I mean I bought an Xbox Series S, which I will be talking about a little later.
Yeah.
I have some thoughts on that.
So you was happy with your decision to buy that one over the original Xbox?
Yeah, because it's $200 less, and I can't find those anywhere. Anyway, again, I can't find those anywhere anyway. So
yeah. I saw this news article. We don't really have to talk about it, but there was this news article that one of our friends had posted, and he basically showed that some 15 or 16-year-old had made, like, I think about $1 million because of all the scalping and hoarding the PS5s. And so I thought that was highly very, very interesting that a kid like him, he obviously had to have used bots, but I thought it was very impressive that somebody who's in high school was able to make millions off of consoles. I thought that was very impressive.
I mean, that's just what we talked about yesterday. I mean, not yesterday, last week, about people using the system, and and people want these consoles out there, man. Like, they want these consoles, and the demand is high, so they're gonna spend money on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But thankfully, I was able to find the Series S. I was able to find it, and I'll go through the whole story about that a little later. But first things first, before we dig deep into everything that we want to talk about, you want to talk about this trade rumor with the Lakers, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So right now, what's their record right now?
Oh, well, hold on. Before we start that, this is just to. I'm not reading anything. I just want to show you and show, because what I like to do is, if I'm going to mention something, I would like to give at least some type of visual. Can you see this?
Yeah.
So as you can see, this actually happened recently. So it basically happened, December 10th, and you could see the headline: PlayStation 5 teenager scalper made nearly $2 million reselling, consoles. Now, again, I'm not going to read all of this stuff, but here's what I want to say. All right, here's the picture here. Here's what I do want to say, though. Like, again, it's very impressive that a kid, could do this, but this validates the point that you and I were making about a podcast or two podcasts ago, that during the pandemic, video games was really all that we had. You know, everything was closed. We really couldn't go out to eat anywhere. I mean, it was so bad that we couldn't go to the park or to the beach. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the fact is, watching TV, watching Netflix, and playing video games was really the only thing that we could do. Or that's why I took advantage, going to your house. You guys went to my house, and we played video games. And now that, you know, games are just in such high value, and there's a shortage regarding with the chips, and with the deliveries, not enough drivers, all that stuff. It just amazes me how this dude took advantage of that. Now, I still want that the legislation to pass, regarding to the the whole bot situation. But I have to give this dude an applause. I have to, like kudos to this dude. I don't support it, but the fact that he is only 16, and he is able to make millions, I think that's extremely impressive. Well, what are your thoughts before we move on?
He's probably a rich kid who was able to get a bunch of money to buy those consoles and resell them.
So you're not impressed
No, 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 I'm not really. No, why do I have to be impressed for?
because the guy's only 16.
I don't give a shit how old he is. I'm not impressed. It is what it is. Like he's probably someone who, because in order to scalp the consoles, you have to actually buy them.
Sure.
So
Yes.
so I know he doesn't have that type of money, but I'm sure his parents do.
Which means
So
what you're saying is his parents allowed him to do this.
more than likely, more than
Hmm.
likely. So like I said, like there was this one story that I heard about this kid when the whole like what is it called stock market thing was going on, where people were buying stocks into GameStop and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and making a huge profit. They were like, this kid made like $500,000 off of GameStop and never or whatever like that. And someone made a good point on Twitter. Yeah, that kid's family probably has a lot of money, so he can afford to do that. People, like, you notice that the biggest gamblers in the world are the ones who make a lot of money because they can afford it.
Yeah, they could afford the loss. Yes.
Yeah, no average person can't do that. I mean, I can't. I would definitely can't. I can't do that. I wouldn't even try to do that.
What, when it
I
comes
mean,
to gambling?
gambling, what this kid did, like I could never try to do that.
Yeah.
But like I said,
Um
like I'm not trying to shit on the kid or nothing like that. But I don't need to be impressed by him, using his resources to make $2 million. You know what I mean? Like I don't really care, to be honest with you.
well, if you want to be it says the Wall Street Journal reported that he has made a profit of more than 110,000 on 1.7 million in revenue. This goes
Okay.
beyond. Okay, so it says this goes beyond just selling consoles. However, he has been reselling anything from patio heaters to Pokemon cards. Oh, okay. So
That's probably where he made a good portion of his money, from the Pokemon card. I know. I heard that's been the prices for those had been really skyrocketing.
oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, for
So
sure. It amazes me that a simple stuff as Pokemon cards could still hold so much value even till this day. Like
yeah.
it's just amazing. Like I don't think they show the cartoons anymore. Like I think you have to go on Netflix now.
I'm
But
sure. I'm sure there's cartoons somewhere, but it goes well beyond that. Like people love the series. It is what it is.
yeah, okay. So his name is Hayden. I think that's how you say it. Um, Clothing warehouse. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I'm not gonna read all this stuff because it wasn't really part of the topics. But I just sense we're gonna be talking about gaming and the PS5. I mean your Xbox. I just wanted to address this, that you may not be impressed, but man, I'm impressed at this. But hopefully it'll stop so that way I could have my console. So all right, so we can move on to the next thing.
Mhm. So which console do you plan on buying?
I actually want to get all of them.
Okay.
Yeah. But the whichever I could get first, that's what I'm going to get. I'm not interested in getting the one that you got.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be able to actually buy physical copies for both consoles.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So
All
let me
right.
get out of here and stop this. And now you go ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead.
You the one that want to talk about the Lakers rumors?
Yeah, but well, it wasn't really a rumor. It was just something that I just wanted to talk about.
Yeah,
Because
go ahead. Go ahead. Do your thing.
all right, so basically, we've been noticing. Have you been noticing? Have you been paying attention to the Lakers' performances? Have you watched any of their games? I should say.
I probably seen one game this year, but I know about their struggles, if you will. Like, what's their record? Well, not
Uh,
struggles, because I think I heard that they did that. LeBron James has been playing very well. I know he was. I know he was Western Conference Player of the Week. I think he had 3 triple doubles that week. So
he had. Wait, are you sure it's three?
yeah, that's what I heard from TV. So yeah, so what's their record? Do you know?
Um,
I
last
know
time
I think they're the 6th seed.
I believe it was that it's slightly above 500. I think it was like 15 and 13, something
Yeah,
like
I
that.
know. I know that they're a 6th seed right now.
Yeah, they're 16, which look, I'm sorry, you cannot be in the 6th seed with a roster like that.
Well,
You
I
can't.
mean, they started off slow, and LeBron was hurt, so I don't like I understand what you're saying. Me personally, I think that team is flawed anyway.
How so?
Because they have okay. Let me look at their starting lineup. I'm gonna look for it real quick.
Hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to live. I'm gonna go to this and let me post it. Let me post it up here.
Yeah, yeah. So I want to take a look at it.
Share. Go to tab. Okay. You see this?
Not it's loading up. Okay, I can see it. I can see it now.
Okay, that's their starting lineup right now. Right now, here there's one main problem with this lineup. Wait. Hold on. Let me look at this. Hold on. What? I know for a fact this is not right. This is not right. Hold on a second. Like I need okay. I need a actual starting lineup. This is not right. The hell is this? All right, let me go back. Let me go back. Okay, there we go. Depth chart. Let's hopefully ESPN will be better.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell you was at.
No, it don't make no sense.
Yeah, I'm not sure what website it was. I never heard of that website before. But yeah, that starting lineup did not look right. It certainly did not look right. And there is a couple of things I do want to say, but I'll wait for you to look for what you're looking for.
Okay. Okay. So right now they're 15 and 13. Right. So
Mhm.
they're 2 games above 500. They're a 6th seed. Um, like they're a team that like I said, I think the team is flawed in the way that they're built. Okay, this is the starting lineup for the. Okay, hold on, let me look for the recent one. Hold on. Let me look for the recent starting lineup. Okay, the last game.
Mhm.
Okay, did Anthony Davidson play this game? Okay, I need a lineup with Anthony Davis in it. Yeah, they've had so
Uh,
they okay. This is part. Okay, one. This is part of the problem, right? They've had so many starting lineups this year. Like that had no you get no continuity when you keep changing lineups,
yeah.
right? And two of the most important thing that I think needs to be said when it comes to this team and this has to do with Anthony Davis. Okay,
I'm glad that that's music to my ears. Go ahead.
he cannot be in the starting lineup with another big. He cannot be in the starting lineup with another big. So this shit about having Dwight Howard in the starting lineup, being the starting center, like DeAndre Jordan, it's a waste of fucking time. It's a waste of time. Okay, because all right, let me pick out a random lineup with the two centers, right? You have now, okay, you have okay, so you have DeAndre Jordan who obviously doesn't shoot threes, right?
Yeah.
Anthony Davis, who's a bad 3-point shooter. He's a bad 3-point shooter. And Russell Westbrook, who's a bad 3-point shooter also. Right? You have only two guys on this in this lineup that are dependable 3-point shooters. And if one of them is LeBron James, then you have a problem. The reason why, because LeBron James is gonna be handling the ball most of the time, especially in the fourth quarter. So when he's handling the ball, obviously one of his skills is passing. And we all know that the game is predicated on 3-point shooting nowadays, right? So when you have him handling the ball, he'll drive and kick. Who's he kicking it out to? Avery Bradley, who's a decent 3-point shooter. Anthony Davis, who's a bad 3-point shooter. DeAndre Jordan, who's not a 3-point shooter. And Russell Westbrook, who's a bad 3-point shooter. The lineup is completely flawed. And in my opinion, this is all because of Anthony Davis not willing to put his ass on in at center. He needs to be a center. He don't have to be a back to the basket player. He don't have to be that. But you have to be the main big on your team.
He played center during the finals, didn't he?
Yeah, he did, and he was successful.
Yeah.
They won the championship because of that.
Do you think probably it's because he can't deal, with the physicality? He's probably just a soft guy, and he can't, like you say, he doesn't like to go, back to the basket with all the physicality down there.
Maybe, but like at the end of the day, you can't have him and another big on the starting lineup. You can't, especially big like DeAndre. Look, DeAndre Jordan, he's fine. Dwight Howard's washed. And you're telling me you're gonna have two guys. You're gonna have potentially two of these guys in your starting lineup, and not to mention that these guys are all old. They have mileage on them.
Well, go ahead. Yeah, you can finish.
Avery Bradley has miles on him, right? He can still be dependable, but he has mileage on him, right? LeBron James, as great as he is, right, and as great as he still is, he has mileage on him. And you have DeAndre Jordan and Dwight Howard. They're not starting centers in this league no more. They're not. And Westbrook has mileage on him. So, he needs to be at the very least the number 2 option. At the very least. And there's going to be time where he needs to be the number 1 option.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't play like it. And I'm like, and I look at his numbers. His numbers are very good, but his numbers would be better if the team around him was better. And part of it is because he doesn't want to play center. He don't want to play center, so he can still get his numbers. But if you're gonna have a Shiv at center like Dwight and DeAndre, they're not gonna be productive.
Well, the thing is, for me, I think having DeAndre Jordan in there is worse than having Dwight Howard. DeAndre Jordan, he was one of those centers that I mentioned to you about, where once his athleticism would dissipate, he's just dead weight. That's all he is.
I wouldn't have either one.
That's all he is.
I wouldn't have either one.
He's completely dead weight. Go ahead.
I wouldn't have either one. Like if it was me. Me personally, I don't see Russell Westbrook and LeBron James working well together.
Well, those two guys turn the ball over too much. Like when you have one who
mainly Russell does. I know LeBron James can be loose with the ball once in a while, But Russell Westbrook is loose with the ball all the time.
Yeah, he needs to. He always plays like a maniac, which is why I understand why people say that he's box office because he's constantly plays hard and everything like that. But
It don't fit well with that team, man. It don't fit well with that team. His style don't fit well with that team because he's taking shots away from Anthony Davis.
True, yeah, he's taking shots away from Anthony Davis. But again, though, at the end of the day, to me, what's hurting the LA Lakers is you have Anthony Davis who's not playing like a top 10 guy, like I said to you before.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's top 10, by the way. And for now, I've been proven right. When I removed him from top 10 and replaced him with, I forgot who I replaced him with.
Kawhi.
Yes. When I replaced him with Kawhi, and I understand what you were saying, he's hurt and all that, which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, you have to be an elite. And look, Damian Lillard, I'm removing him from top 10 too. He's not playing good either. At least for right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's not playing well either. But I'll discuss that, in another day. But for me, having DeAndre Jordan, on there makes it worse for the team overall because you have a guy who's no longer in top 10, and you have a guy who's all he was really known for is defense and not offense. You don't have enough offense on your team anymore. Because there's one guy who doesn't want to cooperate, like you said. He doesn't want to be a center. You have another guy who all he does is just play defense. He's not even, a top defender anymore. He's just dead weight, in my opinion. And you have only one decent 3-point shooter in the whole entire team in the starting lineup. You know what I'm saying? So you basically gave a recipe for disaster. That's what you basically gave.
That team as oh my bad. Go ahead, continue.
And that is why I'm not putting the blame. People were putting the blame on Russell Westbrook, and I'm so happy that Charles Barkley called out the media. You don't blame Russell Westbrook for this. It's you guys that constructed and put these teams together should be criticized for it. Not Frank Vogel, not Russell Westbrook. The people who I'm going to blame is obviously I can't blame the coaching staff, but the people who basically put this thing together.
No. I'm gonna blame Frank Vogel. Like I'm blaming Frank because you are a championship coach. Even though I don't think he's that good of a coach, but that's a personal thing. You have a starting lineup with. Why would you have a starting lineup with Jordan or Howard and Anthony Davis in it? It's a recipe for disaster. He's the one that sets up the lineups. I mean,
but I'm not putting in DeAndre Jordan at all. To me, DeAndre Jordan should not be in there at all. I would rather have Dwight Howard than DeAndre Jordan because at least I could get some points and I could get some production. And to me, he's still more athletic than DeAndre Jordan in my opinion.
To me, they're both washed in my opinion. As far as I'm concerned, they're both washed.
But you see, this is the difference when you have one who was actually scoring points in his prime. And you have another who all he was doing was just, playing defense in his prime. He's more dead weight than Dwight Howard is.
I mean, they're both dead. In my opinion, they're both dead weight, and they shouldn't be in the starting lineup. And the fact that he had and maybe injuries had the part to do in it, but starting two big men in your starting lineup is bullshit. It's asinine. It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense because what you're doing is you're leaving Anthony Davis out in the perimeter, and he's not a good 3-point shooter. He's not. His production is inside, at least for right now.
I honestly believe that he's soft. And I think because of it, the team is really not going to go anywhere. But again,
they're not beating Phoenix. They're not beating Golden State. Hell, they're not beating Utah.
It's just like I said. You cannot have a roster this talented and you in the 6th seed.
I don't know. I question how talented this team is.
You mean?
I will say this: you cannot have 2 potential top 10 players and be a 6 seed. I agree with that.
Yeah,
But outside of those, outside of LeBron and James, like I mean, you keep saying that
you said
you
LeBron
keep.
and James.
I mean LeBron and Davis.
Oh, okay.
You keep thinking Westbrook is an elite point guard. I don't think he is. I don't think he's an elite point guard. I think he's an elite scorer when he can score. But if he's shooting, if his 3-point shooting is not going in, what else can he do?
Well, in my opinion, Russell Westbrook I think he has proven enough that he could go to any garbage team and make him relevant. He
All right, but
already
what's
proven
relevant?
that.
But what's relevant? The 8 seed? That's not, to me. That's not relevant.
Yeah, if a team was not supposed to be, was not meant to make it to the playoffs, and they actually become a playoff team because of one guy, that's impressive to me.
That's fine, but
He did that, and we can't say, you can no longer say, oh well, he did it in the Eastern Conference. He did it in the Western Conference, a much more powerful conference.
That's
and
fine.
He still
but
made
like,
it to the playoffs.
Okay, that's fine, but he only made it to the playoffs. That's it. He's the best player on a team that's barely 500. That's what he is.
Yeah, but I think,
and frankly, the same thing goes with Anthony Davis.
Well, his skills, the skill set that Westbrook has is good. The only problem is he just never improved in his shooting ability. That's pretty much it.
And right now, and his athleticism is only going to wane as he gets older.
That's fine. I mean, nobody's saying that his athleticism is going to flourish or is going to remain the same. Like, yeah, it's going to dissipate eventually. But for you to say that he's not an elite point guard anymore, I think that's a little.
And I also think that he doesn't fit that team. He simply doesn't fit that team
because of LeBron James is there.
Yeah, he's a ball dominant point guard, and he's a ball dominant point guard who can't shoot. He can't shoot, and so it's like, so when LeBron James had the ball, why would you waste your time guarding him? Mm-hmm. You're just gonna pack the paint. And then the same thing goes with Anthony Davis. He can't shoot threes right now. So you're gonna pack the paint. And it's like how are this team supposed to compete against Golden State or Phoenix?
Well, they don't need to, because this team is easy to defend. When you are aware that the only guy that is a threat from the 3-point shot is Bradley, like, what's the point of trying to defend the perimeter? There's no point.
And I think it's too much to ask for LeBron James to carry this team. It's too much to ask.
Well, that's why Anthony Davis needs to be more aggressive. And that is why I'm no longer putting him in and that's why he's not in the top 10
in my opinion, he needs to be, I think he needs to be the number 2 option, or frankly, he should be the number 1 scoring option and be the second option overall. Obviously, LeBron James, you're going to trust LeBron James with the ball, right? But Anthony Davis needs to be, I do agree, he needs to be more aggressive.
Yes.
And they also need to make clear that Russell Westbrook is the third option.
Okay, so before we move on, question: do you think they should trade Russell Westbrook?
Yeah, I do. I do. And
who should they trade him for?
I mean, I honestly don't really care, but that team's not going to go anywhere. They're not going to go anywhere with him as their second, because there are times when he's their second option, and that's not how it should work.
Since you don't know, here are my 2 teams who I think they should trade him to. Mm-hmm. I think that they should either trade him to either for point guard, trade him for either Damian Lillard.
That's not going to happen. I don't think they can afford it.
Yeah, I don't think the Blazers. Well, hold on. You don't think they can?
I don't know. I don't think so.
He only has 2 more years left in his contract.
All right. Well,
I think it's
Dame
2.
Lillard. All right. Well, Dame. What else?
Um, this is just me, just fantasizing. This is just me. Just wishful thinking. I know it's not going to happen. It will never happen. But I think that it would be a cool story, just for story purposes, to have a reunion with him, KD, and James Harden, trading for Kyrie Irving.
That's never gonna happen.
That's what I said. That's I know that's never going. I know that's never going to happen. But how amazing that would be, a reunion with LeBron James and Kyrie Irving, and a reunion with Westbrook, KD, and James Harden. That would, in my opinion, that the story would be so huge. There's a potential chance that it would obscure Golden State. That people will probably, disregard Golden State at that point. Because I guarantee you, for weeks and weeks, the talk will be the reunion with those two teams, with LeBron and KD and James Harden. That would be the story. Now, again, it's not going to happen, like you said. It won't happen. But
it's not going to happen.
It's wishful. It's wishful thinking. But the thing is, though, even if you are right regarding that, Westbrook should be traded, like this recipe is just not working. So you either blame Westbrook or you blame AD. I'm going to lean more towards the AD because this guy is on his prime and he should be a top 5 player right now. Right now. Now, I'm not saying that he should be traded, but if there's an opportunity to trade him for let's say let me just throw a name out there. Okay. No, that's not a good one. Let's say Joel Embiid, just as an example. If you could get him equal value, I would do it.
No, to me, all this is just because here's why that trade that you mentioned before is never going to work. Kyrie and LeBron don't like each other. They don't like each other. And why would KD and James Harden bring in a player like Russell Westbrook? You get a lesser version of Kyrie Irving. A way lesser version of Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, but they have plenty of 3-point shooters in that team already.
Yeah, that's fine. But like you had 3 of them there. Like me personally, I don't think I don't. The only way that will work, I think it will work better for Brooklyn than it would for the Lakers. Because like I said, LeBron and Kyrie don't like each other. So I don't give a shit what they say to each other. They don't like each other. So I mean, as far as potentially trading Davis, that's not gonna happen either. Because like I said, they mortgaged their future to get him, and it technically already paid dividend because they won the championship. But to me, the reason why Anthony Davis, a part of the reason why I don't think he's aggressive enough because he's at times he's the third option, and because of Westbrook, and that should never be the case.
Don't blame. I don't think you should blame Westbrook because of his
I'm very interested to know how many shots these two guys take per game. I'm gonna click on Davis. All right, so look at his numbers. He averages 24 points a game, right? 10 rebounds a game, 3 assists. He shoots 50% from the field. The 3-point shooting 19%. Like that needs to end.
That's trash.
He needs to bring his ass inside the paint.
That's trash. Something's wrong with my camera, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not moving.
Yeah, okay.
But I want to know how many shots. I want to know how many shots a game he takes. How many shots per game that he takes? Let's see. Did I have it here? Okay, hold on. Okay, they have full goal attempts. He averages 18 shots a game, right?
Okay.
All right, let me look at Westbrook. And if even if the numbers are similar, that's a bad thing. Like he needs to be the second option by a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, so let me look at Russell's number: 19 points a game, 7 and 8, 45% from the field, 32% from
Wait,
three.
hold on. 45%. So he's
From the
actually
field goal.
okay. All right.
From the field, and 32% from three.
Yeah, that's not good either.
No, especially for a guy who shoots as much as he does. For a guy who shoots as much as he does, it's no, not good. Okay, and then he actually averages 16 field shots a game. So
Okay.
Anthony Davis gets more shots per game, but 18 shots a game for him is not enough.
So he should have
It's not
around
enough.
like 22, 23 shots
Yeah,
per game.
yeah.
Well, if he's not going to demand the ball, if he's not going to post up, if he's not going to try to get every rebound, then no, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
It's not going.
But
It's not going to
but
happen.
to me, like again, I don't want to make it seem like it's all Russell Westbrook's fault. I just think that he doesn't fit what that team is. I did like if you're gonna have Russell Westbrook on your team, he's probably gonna be the ball dominant player. You need to surround him with shooters, but that's the same thing that you do with LeBron James. But if you have two guys who are pretty much handling the ball, you're just dwindling the amount of shooters you have around you. And then add to that this quote two center lineup that they put on from time to time. Now you only have one guy who can shoot the ball. You have two ball dominant guards. You have one guy who can shoot, and you have two centers on the floor. To me, how are they supposed to be successful? That no wonder why they're only a 6 seed.
Well, didn't they try to have Carmelo Anthony in the starting lineup? That didn't work either.
I mean, I wouldn't do that. Like he and Carmelo, from what I heard, he's playing well, but he's a six man at this point in his career. He's a six man.
Mm-hmm.
And frankly, I mean, honestly, Russell Westbrook should be a six man.
Come on now.
I think he would be more productive that way. Like just because you come off the bench doesn't mean that you can't play 30 minutes and you can't close games. Like
Come
like
on,
Tyler Hero does it. Tyler Hero does it. You know what I mean? Like and guys have done it in the past.
Once again,
But Russell Westbrook is a guy who he can't shoot. He doesn't play defense. Like he can't shoot threes. Like I mean, again, why is he handling the ball as much as he does?
look,
Why is he on the floor? Wait, go ahead.
Yeah, at least that part, I will always blame Russell Westbrook on that in that regard, because he had numerous of opportunity to improve his shot, but all he cared about was just using his athleticism instead of trying to actually develop, certain skills to where eventually once his athleticism starts to wane, starts to dissipate, he would still have his shooting ability to rely on, like LeBron James is doing now, because LeBron James is shooting more 3-pointers than he ever been.
Yeah, and he's a decent 3-point shooter.
Yeah, so I will blame Russell Westbrook for that, because look, he's basically doing the same thing what DeAndre Jordan has done. What improvement have you seen DeAndre Jordan do over the course of his career? Nothing.
I mean, DeAndre Jordan has always been a limited player. Like that's all he's ever been. He's been a limited player, and frankly, so has Dwight Howard. But the difference is that Dwight Howard was a more elite limited player.
He was a scorer.
Yeah, he
Dwight
could. Yeah,
Howard
he
was a
can
scorer.
score. Yeah, he can score. Like he's more. But I mean, a big guy like that should always be able to score.
Yeah. So don't so
For
so
as long as he could.
But DeAndre Jordan shouldn't be the exception to that rule. If you were that big of a specimen and you are not able to score, there's a problem. You haven't developed any type of skill whatsoever.
Yeah, he's limited. He's limited. Like he's a limited player.
Okay, so he didn't improve his footwork. He didn't improve his dribbling. He hasn't proven anything. He didn't improve at least a mid range shot or bank shot like the way Tim Duncan used to do back in the day.
Yeah, but he was never that type of player.
Yeah, but you had improve something because your athleticism is no longer going to work. That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
If
I wouldn't have either one of those two guys in the starting lineup, in my opinion. Neither one. And like I said, to me, the lineup doesn't work. And I don't think maybe if they get healthy and they have some time to play with each other, maybe it can work. But the way things looking now, you can't trust Anthony Davis not to get hurt, right? You can't trust LeBron James not to get hurt. Like dude's almost 30, gonna be 38 soon.
yeah,
So to me, I do think they need to make a trade. I do think that they need to trade Westbrook.
but yet you
But
don't know who. But
no,
you
I
don't know
don't. I
where.
don't know who, and I mean, frankly, I don't really care. But he doesn't fit. He doesn't fit that team, and it's not all his fault. But he don't fit that team.
All right. So before we move on, are you going to finally admit that? Are you finally going to move on to my side and say that Steph Curry is the best player in the league?
Are we still talking about this?
I know. I just want to know before you move on. Are you going to finally say Steph Curry is the best player in the league?
Did Kevin Durant retire or something? Because last time I heard about Kevin Durant, he scored 51 points. So
Yeah.
I'm good.
And Steph Curry had already scored 50 points way beforehand. So
Yeah,
okay,
that's fine.
yeah.
That's fine.
I didn't hear you say anything about that.
No, I did that. I did that just to troll you.
Yeah,
I don't.
I
I
know
don't
you
really.
did.
I don't care either way. But I've always maintained, and I'm not gonna. This is all I want to talk about this because I want to move on.
Yeah,
I've always maintained that while Steph Curry is the MVP of the league this year, and rightfully so, to me, to me, the best player in the league right now is Kevin Durant.
yeah,
In my opinion.
despite the fact that you said it was Giannis last year.
That's fine.
Hmm.
All
Yeah,
right. So
you flip flopping. I'm giving you a chance to go back to Giannis.
no, I'm not. No,
Okay.
no.
Let me just let you all know this dude he flip flops all the time. So get used to it. Yeah,
Even though you did the same thing.
I did.
Yeah, you did. Cause who was your number one player last year?
It was Giannis.
Who's your number one player this year?
Is Steph Curry.
Okay. All right. So you're getting on me for flip flopping. You did the same thing.
Yeah, but you're worse. You're worse than what I'm doing.
No, I'm
But
not worse for what you're doing.
yeah, it's worse than what you're doing because at the very least, if you are going to admit that he's the MVP, for this season, you might as well entwine that he's the best player in the league. If you're going to
No,
say that he's the
no,
MVP,
no,
because at
no.
least that at the very least, if I'm going to say that he's the best player in the league, saying that he's the MVP in the league gives me leverage
Leveraging what?
that he's the best player in the league.
No, just because you're the MVP doesn't mean you're the best player.
Yeah, yes, it can.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it can.
It doesn't always mean that way.
It doesn't always, but that could happen.
Okay, and that's the point that I'm trying to make to you right now. In this case, it's not always the MVP is the best player.
That's fine, but to me, I believe that he's the best player in the league right now, and he's going to win MVP, and I'm going to predict that it's going to be unanimous.
No, it's not going to be unanimous. I guarantee you, some people are going to vote. I guarantee you, some people are going to vote for KD. Some people are probably going to vote for LeBron.
What?
Yeah, I think some people are going to vote for LeBron. Especially if they become like a 3 or 4 seed, damn well someone's going to vote for LeBron. And hell, I mean, I think Devin Booker might get some votes if obviously if Phoenix continues to play well.
Yeah,
I think that was
just so you know, when Steph Curry was unanimous MVP, LeBron went to the finals.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I know, but that was also the first year where I think that was the first year that he broke out. That the team, obviously Golden State, ran through the league, and he won MVP and unanimously, which is funny because the person, like, you do realize that he's the only guy to ever win that unanimously.
Yeah, I know.
When he should not have been.
Why not?
because Jordan should have won unanimous MVP one year. You know what I mean? You have years where Shaq dominated the league, but he didn't win unanimously. And you can't tell me one of those years LeBron James didn't deserve it unanimously.
No, I think
There was one year. I think it was 2013 where LeBron James had all but one vote, and the one other vote went to Carmelo Anthony.
yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
So yeah, like so, him win like again like props to Steph for winning the MVP trophy unanimously, but he should never have been the first guy to be unanimous MVP.
Yeah, I think when you said Jordan, did you mean the year when they only lost 10 games?
Any year that where they won the championship, or even years before, like the year when they won, when they broke the record. Why wasn't he unanimous MVP?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It did the same bullshit with baseball when it comes to the Hall of Fame. Like I think Mariano Rivera is the first guy to ever be unanimous MVP Hall of Fame. Everyone voted for him to be in the Hall of Fame. The first MLB player to ever do that. And Mariano Rivera is one of the greatest closers of all time, but he damn sure is not the greatest baseball player of all time. But yet he's the one that gets the unanimous Hall of Fame vote. It's dumb. It's dumb, especially if it's clear cut. If it's clear cut that a guy is MVP over everybody else, then it should be unanimous. All this talk. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, the only reason why I said that Steph Curry may win unanimous, like I understand that people may say it's KD. Some people may say that it's Giannis. Some may say it's what's that dude name? Not Chris Paul. Like you said, Booker. Yeah, you know what? Maybe Chris Paul may get a vote, but I think the reason why I believe that it's possible only for the simple fact that he is dominating the league now without Klay Thompson. That's why.
I can see that, but it can't be ignored that Andrew Wiggins has played very well. Jordan Poole has played very well, and Draymond Green's played well. Like everyone, their contributing cast has played well this year.
Mm-hmm.
Can't go ignored. But anyways, all right. So you want to talk about UFC? You want to talk about UFC 269? We really only want to talk about one fight.
Well, I actually wanted to talk about the main event also. It's
okay. That's fine.
But yeah, go ahead.
So I mean, you saw the fight.
Okay.
You were there. Yeah, you were there.
Yeah, I really wanted to show the footage, but will I get copyrighted?
Yeah, you will.
Even if it's a small clip.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then it won't be as fun as discussing it. But yeah, all right. Let's go to the second topic. Now before I discuss it, I wanted to know your opinion. Okay, no, not your opinion. Yeah, your opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Did you? Do you think this is just? You know what? No, you know what? Yeah. Do you think there should be an immediate rematch?
Yes. Because Amanda's been champion forever, and frankly, like she deserves it. She's been champion forever. She's been every main woman fighter that there is, and like I said, I think she deserves a rematch.
Okay, for me, I'm like really stuck. I'm really stuck. I don't know if I should say she should get an immediate rematch because she still had 2 titles at the time.
Yeah. But there's no one at featherweight to fight her. There's no one at featherweight.
Okay, I think what she needs to do is just focus on defending that title.
But who? Well, against who? They don't have anybody up in that division.
Okay, yeah, but I think what she should probably do is just okay. But why did she even go there in the first place?
I mean, she went there to fight Cyborg. That division was only created for Cyborg. because that was the only division that she could make. She couldn't make 135, so they created a 145 division for her. And what UFC was hoping for was for Ronda Rousey to move up to 145 to fight Cyborg. That's what the fight that they always wanted to make. But Cyborg,
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
yeah, but Ronda didn't want to fight her because she was dirty or whatever, according to her. So yeah, like but that division is very, very, very bare, very bare. And I think the only and you were there. I don't know if you noticed it, but they showed a woman in the crowd named Kayla Harrison. You heard of her?
I'm think. No, I can't remember.
But
What happened?
she fights in this league called PFL, which also shows on ESPN. Also, is also on ESPN. So she I think she's a 145 pounder. She's very popular in their circles, and I think what they wanted to do is set up a match because obviously no one thought that Pena was gonna beat Nunes. You know what I mean? So they wanted to show her there because I think she's a free agent right now, and they wanted pretty much to show the tease a fight between her and Kayla Harrison, between Nunes and Harrison.
Mm-hmm.
And likely, I think it was supposed to be at 145. Because, like I said, if Kayla Harrison comes in at 145, she's automatically going to get a title shot. She'll have one fight. She wins that fight, she'll get the title shot. You know what I mean?
Hasn't Bellator or whatever that other company names, they have featherweight females on there.
Yeah, they do.
And haven't they been letting some of them go from what I've heard back
Well,
then?
I don't know. All I know is that Cyborg's there, and like I said, she seems to be very happy there. But that 145 division is very bare. So I think Nunes deserves a rematch at 135.
So okay, so then why have the featherweight belt then? Like then just get rid of it.
If it was me, I would get rid of it. But like I said,
If you were Dana White, you would just get rid of it.
Yeah, I would.
You'll get rid of that division.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I said, if Kayla Harrison comes in and she becomes a star, they're gonna keep the belt. They're gonna keep the belt because one of the problems, the reason why Cyborg wasn't at 135 because she simply couldn't make the weight. She struggled making 145. Now, if you watch the documentary of her losing, trying to cut weight to 145, that's sad. It's sad to watch her. She's crying, this and that. It's tough.
Why the hell was Cyborg crying for?
Because it's hard on your body to cut weight when you're not used to being that weight. Cutting weight is painful. You can't eat, you can't drink anything. You're just stuck in heat, and it hurts.
I mean, look.
Trust me. Don't act like you can do it. Don't act like you can do it.
Look.
Don't act like you can do it.
Have a note. Listen. There have been many times you have told me. There's been many times. What's up, Malta? How's it going, brother? There's been many times you have told me and have told the rest of our friends how you were going to focus on losing weight. And you did.
No. They're not losing weight. No, they're not losing weight. Hold on. No. I'm gonna correct you right now because you're about to mischaracterize it. This is not about losing weight. This is cutting weight.
That's fine.
There's a big difference.
Okay, but you still losing weight to in the same degree because I know they say that you can't like have water or or things like that. I don't know like the full functionality of it. But you still have to.
Doctors are against it.
Yeah, you still have to cut something,
and you can die from it. And you can die from it. Right,
and you still have to cut something though. Like you still have to watch what you eat. You still have to watch. You can't drink as much fluid. What I'm trying to say is you still to some degree using the same recipe to lose weight anyway. Am I right with that or am I wrong with that? Let me know.
There's a big difference between losing weight naturally and cutting weight. Cutting weight is not natural.
Right, but the weight
Turning
is
weight is
still
not natural.
but the weight is still being lost.
That okay? Just because you're doing the same. Okay, all right. Let me see if I can explain this in a way that you will understand.
No, let's look it up together, and then you could because I guarantee you, I'm not saying that you are wrong, but what I'm saying is what you're basically saying is that they're basically using the same restrictions, just one is just more dangerous.
And I think that's the only thing I have to say. Because one is a lot more dangerous than the other. Malta, we already talked about the Lakers trade rumors. We're on Juliana Pena versus Amanda Nunes. Let me go to the article talking about it, and then you know, it's pretty much UFC. We're talking UFC right now.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about the other fight. Just summarize it, just a bit. But we're talking about Nunes and what's her name? Crap. What was her name that she fought? Crap, I forgot her name.
Juliana Pena.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like an idiot because I watched the fight and I forgot her name. All right. You found it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, you could share it and yeah, Pena Malta is the chick who fought Nunes at UFC. By the way, Malta, are you a fan of UFC? Like, is that a sport that you like to watch, or is that something you just watch casually and it's not really something that you're really into?
So, and the reason why this is a big deal is because Amanda Nunes is regarded as the greatest women's MMA fighter of all time. Um, she she pretty much she beat Ronda. She retired Ronda. She's beaten Holly Holm. She's beaten pretty much every big name women's mixed martial arts out there ever. And she was a huge favorite over. She was a huge favorite over Juliana Pena, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now mind you, Juliana Pena, she like Nunes has lost before, and in fact, I don't remember who she lost to,
I can't
but
remember either.
but Juliana Pena did beat the person that lost that beat Amanda Nunes. I think it might have been Kat Zingano that beat her, and Juliana Pena beat her, so she has some credibility.
Did you by any chance did you watch that fight?
What fight?
Where Juliana beat the chick that beat Nunes. Did you see that fight by any chance?
No.
Okay, I because if you did, I was gonna look it up after the podcast and watch it.
Yeah, and mind you, Juliana has been talking smack about how she can beat Amanda for 2 years. For 2 years now, probably even further than that. Like, and what happened was, I think Juliana got hurt. She got pregnant, so she had to wait. She's in fact she's the first woman in combat sports history to give birth and then win a fight. And I think either win a fight or win a title. I think even win a title. That makes more sense.
Okay.
So yeah, but she's not a nobody, right? She's a very credible fighter. The problem is that when you're Amanda and not only that she's beaten women, she has smashed them. She knocked out Holly Holm. She
knocked
out
Ronda.
Misha Tate. She obliterated Ronda.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And really the only fight that she's had during that span that was competitive are the two fights that she had with Valentina Shevchenko.
Valentina, right?
Yeah, the two fights which were close fights.
But they're not gonna fight again because isn't she a champion in the was it flyweight?
No, I think isn't it strawweight? I don't remember. No, I don't remember. But yeah, she's been dominant in her division as well.
Yeah, so they're I highly doubt they're gonna fight each other again. They're not fighting each other again, and I highly doubt. Do you think there's a possibility that she may fight Juliana though?
I think I think if Juliana can beat Nunes in a rematch, and I do think there will be a rematch. If she could beat her, here's what I think will happen.
Okay.
With Nunes, like if she beats her again, Nunes is technically out of the title picture for right now.
Right? Wait, say it one more time.
That she'll be like if Pena beats Nunes again, then Nunes will be out of the title picture,
Oh, okay.
right? So what they're probably gonna do is they're gonna find the next, woman in the 135 who probably lost to Nunes, but they'll give her a title shot because she's a big name. Maybe like Holly Holm, maybe or somebody else, right?
Yeah, Holly Holmes would be good. Yeah.
Yeah, or somebody else, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they'll probably go that route before they go to Valentina again. But I do think Valentina, definitely you have to look out for her in that division as well, because like I said, she's mowing down her division as well.
She's destroying everybody.
Yeah, she's destroying everybody.
Yeah.
So so pretty much
So now regarding to this whole rematch that you're talking about. Now I had a little bit of a thought, because what I was doing is I was remembering all the the basically the last fight she had, and here's what I wanted to say. Nunes, she looked completely gassed after the first round. And mind you, I don't know if you saw the round yet. She was actually dominating the first round.
Yeah, I know I know she landed some big shots to Juliana in the first round.
In the first round, she took her down and basically dominated the first round completely. And then there was a moment where I think Juliana was trying to do like a armbar or something like that. And look, I was watching with my friend Soul. There was a moment where Nunes was actually laughing. Like she was, she had a big smile on her face. She was actually laughing, like as if, this was child's play. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if you caught that, but there was a moment where she was actually laughing. So when she did that, I immediately thought that this was going to be an easy match for her until the second round happened.
I mean, she was a huge favorite. Like the odds of Juliana winning were the only fight that was the only fight this was technically the second biggest upset in the history of women's MMA. The first one being Holm beating Ronda.
Holly Holmes beating Ronda.
Yeah.
Oh, especially the way she did it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Yeah. So this was a big deal. So Juliana is a credible challenger, but she was a huge underdog because of the way that Amanda had mowed down everybody else.
Yeah.
She mowed down everybody else. So to me, like the only thing that makes sense is a rematch. That's the only thing that makes sense in my opinion.
Yeah, I think a rematch. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think a rematch, would actually be a good idea because again, it felt like she was just gassed. Like she gave everything she had in the first round, trying to win, and like I'm telling you, it was all Juliana from that point in the second round.
And the funny thing is that was an issue that Amanda had before she went on her great run. Like she was a great fighter. She would win the vast majority of her matches, but one of her knocks was that she had questionable conditioning. You know what I mean? Because for whatever reason, and and then you look at the fight that she had with Valentina, like she showcased a lot of great endurance, and I don't know what it was when it came to Pena, but Pena obviously she's very tough, obviously, and watching the exchanges that they had during the second round, like obviously both of them were landing, but you can tell that Juliana's shots were more potent.
Yeah,
and she's not as good a striker as Nunes. I refuse to believe that, but I just think that it was a combination of Amanda being tired, Juliana being more fresh, and just picking her apart and kind of wilting her, and then getting her in the choke. And that was it.
Yeah. So all right. So before we continue, did you find the article that you wanted to discuss about real quick?
No, I just wanted to show Malta what she looked like, and let me find better pictures of her because
yeah, get a better picture.
Because I mean, truth be told, this woman's beautiful, man. Like,
yeah, I think so. And Malta, you said you only watch basketball and wrestling. So Yeah, man, if you were down here in Florida, I would have invited you to watch one fight, because frankly every person that me and Hoovy 186 have invited to watch a UFC fight, they all every person enjoyed it.
Yeah, that's her right here.
Yeah, every person enjoyed it. So I would actually recommend giving it a chance. Like give it one chance. Like what I would probably do is um maybe send you a link or something. Like the next big fight is January 22nd. I think that's the date. Um I think that's the date. That's going to be a really, really, really big fight. Are you going to watch that one?
What's the main event?
Usman. I think that's how you pronounce his
Usman
name.
versus Edwards.
Yeah. That's the main event. So
I mean,
don't
I
know.
normally work. I normally work Saturday, so I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen a month from now. So
Yeah. She's hot. She's definitely hot. Absolutely, she's definitely hot.
So so I mean, so before we continue on, like, is there any other fights you want to talk about the main event? I didn't watch the main event. I haven't seen it yet, but I know Oliveira won. I feel bad for Dustin.
Why?
No, because I feel like he's a good dude, man. Like he does a lot of charity work. He comes off as a genuinely nice person, and I know he trains down here too. So he's from Louisiana, but he does train down here with the American Top Team. So I cheer for good people like that, and it's like props to Oliveira. Oliveira's been that dude's been on some hell of a run, and like that. Big props to him. But I do feel bad for Dustin.
Yeah, Oliveira. Why don't you show a picture of Oliveira and Dustin's not fight, but I mean if you could find it while I say this. Look, that fight was really good. Right? That fight was extremely good. Charles, I think that's his first name.
Yeah, Charles Oliveira.
Yeah. He was completely aggressive in the first round, and then it was going back and forth. There was a moment where Dustin actually knocked him down. He gave him a nice, really, good punch. He fell to the ground, recovered. And after he recovered, he just doing all these, knee kicks, these tiger knees, spinning back fists. It was one hell of a fight. One hell of a fight. I really, really, really enjoyed that fight. And my goodness, dude, let me tell you, you missed an outstanding main event. Outstanding main event. And I do. Charles, like I said, he was completely aggressive. Even though he was taking a whole bunch of hits. During the moment where I was recording, I kept on screaming at the TV, dude, move your head, like try to adjust. And he just kept on moving forward, stepping forward. And man, it was like as if, Justin just couldn't handle the pressure anymore. That's what it felt like to me. Like Dustin just couldn't handle the pressure anymore. And
it's like, again, I didn't watch the fight, but it sounds to me that Oliver pretty much did exactly what Khabib did to Dustin. Like he absorbed some shots early, absorbed some hits early, and then ultimately got him down and choked him out.
Yeah.
And yeah, man. Like I said, obviously all props to Oliveira. Like he's like I said, he's been on a tear in that division, which is in my opinion the best division in UFC, which is the lightweight division. And I think he's on a 15-16 fight winning streak in that division, which is hard to do.
Yeah.
So, like I said, what I think is next for, and I look, me personally, I don't want to see Dustin fight Conor again. He don't like Conor don't deserve him. Like Conor was saying, "Oh, when am I gonna fight Oliveira?" Like I'm like, dude, you haven't won a fight since you won one fight since Obama been since Obama. Like shut the fuck up.
Come on, no, you're taking it too far, man. Come on, man.
No, man, like,
Stop. No, but don't put like how you mentioned to me about the whole weight loss and cut weight, whatever. Like no. He's won fights after. He won fights after that.
No, he's won one fight. Won one fight.
Yeah, against Cowboy, which is a big deal.
One fight. against
Cowboy.
yeah. Okay, and Cowboy, who's now retired,
Yeah.
who was on a losing streak when he fought him.
Oh, was he on a losing streak?
Yeah,
I thought he was on a losing streak after the loss, but okay.
yeah. Like he don't deserve anything.
Look. That it was just unfortunate that he had broke his foot. It was very unfortunate that his foot was got broken. But to say that he doesn't deserve a rematch because of a broken foot, like, come on, dude. Like, don't do that.
Dustin beat him twice. He don't deserve it.
Hold
He
on.
don't deserve it.
Oh crap! There's someone at the door. I really want to discuss that article that you had, but I'll be right back. Give me a second.
All right. So while he goes answers the door, yeah, like let me explain to you my little beef with Conor McGregor, right? Now, me personally, I understand the trash talk. I understand the all the I understand Conor's shtick. I do get it, but at the end of the day, like, bro, you got win a fight before you start asking for title shots. Like, dude, like I said, dude hasn't won. Dude won one fight, and since the only fight he's won was during the Obama administration. You know what I mean? Like dude hasn't won a fight in a long time. Like, win some fights before you start asking for a title shot. Like, he's gonna get a title shot quicker than most people because he's Conor, and people are still even with the losses. Like, at some point he's still going to get a title shot because he's Conor, and people still want to watch him fight. But if he's just gonna lose all the time, like, what does it matter? And like, it's not in my opinion, it's not fair. Like, if you can't win fights, you don't deserve anything. You don't deserve nothing. And I'm tired of this dude always skipping the line just because of his name. Like, do what, like, if you don't want to fight in MMA no more, don't fight. But get the hell out of here with the whole, fighting Oliveira. You don't deserve to fight Oliveira. Fight somebody first before anything. Like dude think he could just do whatever the hell he wants, and like it's off putting. And especially all the bullshit he was saying about Dustin's family, and he pulled some bullshit where he posted a picture of his wife and Dustin's daughter and saying they're goners, and then he quickly deleted the post. Like, the dude's a scumbag, man. That's what he is. And that dude don't deserve nothing. He don't deserve shit. And Dustin doesn't need to fight. He doesn't need to fight him again because frankly he already beat him twice. He don't deserve anything. He don't deserve to fight Khabib. He doesn't deserve a title shot. He doesn't deserve to fight Oliveira. The only thing that he deserves is an ass kicking from an unranked fighter. Okay, let me see if I can look for let me see if I can look for the Conor post. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see. Trying to see it's not back yet. Let me see if I can find it. Fun. Okay. And like, he deleted the post, but I know for a fact that they have it. Hopefully they have a picture of it. Okay, I accept. Let's do a show here. Read full story. Okay, well, this is the this is the picture that he posted. Let me see if I get. Let me see if I'll. Yeah, this is the picture. Okay, so this is the first picture. He did two posts, right? A picture of Dustin and a daughter, right? And then the second one is Gonzo. So to me, that's a threat. In my opinion, that's a threat. Did you see it or? Okay, hold on. Okay. Um. Oh, you know what? You know what? Hold on. Let me switch tabs. Hold on a second. My bad. I'm gonna show. I'm gonna show in a second. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Go to the terror window. Let's go. All right. Okay. All right. So let me show you. This is the first picture. These are two tweets that he made. This is the first one showing him. Showing Dustin, and then the picture of the daughter, and then this is the second post afterwards. Gonzo, right? That to me that's a threat on someone's daughter. That's definitely how I'm gonna interpret it. Like you don't post pictures like that. Let me add you back on the stream. You don't post pictures like that with his daughter, and then post post the other tweet saying Gonzo. You don't do that. You don't go that far. I don't give a shit what his excuse is.
Who you talking about?
I'm talking about Conor McGregor.
Oh, we talking about him now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you don't do that shit.
But okay, I'm going
Agreed.
to. I'm going.
Agreed, Malta. You should never shown a picture of him with his daughter. Because not only because I can easily interpret that as you threatening someone's daughter, and the way that you were going at his wife. What made what during the whole fight and after the fight after the doctor trying to put your fucking broken leg together, at the way that you talked about the wife like that, what makes me what made me not think that you try to threaten my daughter?
Even with all of that, you shouldn't use that as an excuse of why he shouldn't get a rematch.
No, if you're Dustin, why give him a rematch? Why? The main reason why Khabib never gave Conor a rematch because of the amount of disrespect that he showed towards Khabib, and Khabib don't play like that. Khabib don't play that.
Yeah, but Khabib retired anyway, so it doesn't matter.
That's fine, but if he was respectful to Conor, he probably would have given. If Conor was respectful to him, he probably would have given him a rematch.
Probably, yeah.
But he wanted to talk about the man's religion. He wanted to diss the man's father. He wanted to do all this shit, and then once he got in the cage, he couldn't back up his shit talk. And and Khabib don't work like that.
Yeah. That's an outstanding wrestler right there.
Let me address Malta again because he said Conor McGregor is far from a class act. I agree, but he don't need to be a class act. Just don't be a fucking idiot. Just don't be an idiot. Don't post pictures of someone else's daughter and then send threaten and then threaten him and technically his daughter in the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do it.
Yeah. Let me say this one last thing.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to show. All right. Well, you know what? Instead of doing that, let me show you first before you say that. Okay,
Wow. Okay, I didn't know this. I heard a little bit about it, but I wasn't really paying attention to the build for the fight with the fight with McGregor and
let me see what it
Mayweather,
says.
right? In the building up to that fight, McGregor posted a picture of him wearing a CJ Watson jersey, And Moto also said that because Mayweather's wife was cheating on him with C.J. Watson.
What? Damn, multiple. I don't know how you knew that, but that is that. Yo, thanks for sharing that news. That I did not know anything about that. Did you know Hoovy?
No, I didn't. I heard a little bit about it, but I didn't know. I didn't know too much about it. But you see, that's funny. That's funny.
You don't. Wait. Hold on. That's funny, but and not disrespectful.
It is definitely disrespectful.
Oh,
but
okay.
since Mayweather's a piece of shit, also, I'm fine with it.
Oh man, okay.
But
That's
go ahead. Show what you guys show, and then we can move on
Oh.
to the Xbox Series S.
All right. So let me put this on share, and you still didn't share about the article, by the way, which what I
What
wanted
article?
the one where you wanted to compare the two, one about losing weight and one about cutting weight.
Now, I didn't want to get into a big argument over it,
No,
but
no.
I'm telling you
Look,
that
I'm not trying to argue over it. I just wanted you to show me, that article, so maybe I could get a much better understanding of it.
Okay. All right, I'll do it. Hold on. Let me add the stream. Let me go on Google.
Okay. I was gonna show this, but all right, I'll wait on you first. And Malta, while he's doing this, I actually had this discussion with having now earlier before, where I do find it to be interesting because look, ESPN and Fox, they don't cover news like that. Unfortunately you're gonna have to go to Deco Drive and TMZ or to what happened? Were you gonna say something?
No, never mind.
Yeah, you would have to go to Deco Drive to hear stories like that. There's another show that does something similar. What's it called? Deco Drive and I forgot what's it called. But you had to, in order to find information about the personal life, ESPN's not going to cover it, which I believe it would actually give this podcast an opportunity, to discuss stuff like that. But I know having a
Are you really talking about the whole Stephen A thing?
No. I'm talking about just in general. I'm just
No,
talking
because
about
Steve, I have to go to work in a couple hours, man. You can't just keep adding stuff.
I'm not talking about today. I'm not talking about today.
Oy. Here you go.
I need an apology. I wasn't trying to add anything.
Here's the definition. Right here it is. Right here.
Let me put it on full screen because I can't see a thing. It's a little bit better, but yeah, go ahead.
Wait, you can't see it?
No, go ahead.
All right, cutting is nothing more than lowering your fat percentage by adhering to a strict diet plan. This makes your muscle mass more visible. The difference between cutting and a regular diet is that with a regular diet, you often lose muscle mass. Cutting is adjusting your diet so that that the loss of muscle mass is minimal. So basically, what it is that in order, like, because some guys obviously.
How you doing? All right, I'm doing okay. Go ahead.
No, okay. So pretty much what it is that when you lose weight, sometimes you lose muscle as well.
Yeah,
because muscle is basically just fat that you you listen. You're more into the health stuff than I am.
Yeah, but see, this is what I was talking about.
But
This is what I was talking about.
But let me finish. But when it comes to cutting weight, all you're really doing is making your muscles more visible.
Right.
And but the problem is with that is that if you do it and trying to cut weight, trying to cut your body fat to a certain percentage, that is dangerous to you. That's dangerous. I don't want to waste my time looking for it, but I guess I can look for the article that says how dangerous it is. If you're going to cut like 5-6 pounds, that's fine. That's fine. But when you're trying to cut like 20-30 pounds, especially in a week, that's not healthy.
Yeah. In if you only have a week to do it, yeah, no, that's fine. But what I was trying to say at the end of the day was both. You still go on a huge strict diet when it comes to watching what you eat and things like that. Now the whole thing about keeping the muscle mass, I don't know how that's being done. I would have to look it up.
No, because the reason why, because the thing is that if you obviously if you're gonna lose weight, you're gonna lose pounds.
Yeah.
You're losing pounds. So if you're someone who let's say if you're fighting at 205, right? And let's say that you're right now you're at 230, right? The only way you can lose those pounds, like let's say in a month, is by cutting weight.
Hmm.
And and to me that's dangerous because you can't lose that much weight in 30 days.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're gonna do like a regular diet, that takes time.
Yeah. It takes time. Like it takes a couple months to actually lose that many pounds.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, though, both you still on a strict diet on both, and I believe, and
Yeah,
that,
but you can cheat. You can cheat on a regular diet once in a while.
yeah,
You can't do that. You can't do that when it comes to losing weight. Like when it
yeah,
comes to
correct,
losing weight, when it comes to like cutting weight, that's when the saunas is what's gonna have to come into play. That's when you have some people go on these hotbeds, like to lose weight as well.
hmm,
It's a lot more
yeah,
of
a lot more intense.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, he's a
So
lot more is a lot more intense, and yeah, I can see why you say it is a much more of a dangerous thing to do, and
yeah, like and the UFC has been trying to cut down on it, like especially for guys who are just simply too big for the division. You know what I mean? They try to cut all this weight and they end up missing weight anyway. They end up losing money because of it. And they're like, you have a guy who's like 185 trying to make 155 is dumb and it's dangerous.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, okay, so pretty much this is the article right here, right?
hmm,
All right, losing weight is what many people write down in their New Year's resolution. They are a little too chubby for their liking and would like to do something about it. Let me see. I don't want to read the whole thing, but let me see if I can find something that okay, normally people who try to lose weight aim to lose fat. This is achieved by eating less calories than you burn.
exactly, yep, yep,
Research, yeah. So let me see if I can. Okay, as long as you create a certain energy shortage, long term you will lose weight. To stay healthy, it is advisable not to go too extreme, and make sure to get all the necessary nutrients like vitamins, minerals, food acids, and more. The process of losing weight is rather slow, so you need to have some patience. A good pace is around 1% of body weight a week. Okay? Cutting weight. Cutting weight is something a lot of professional athletes do. Weight affects their performance, and they prefer to make it temporarily lower when they compete. Combat sports athletes hope to gain a power advantage over the lighter athletes in their category. So for example, right, you have someone who is naturally 185, right? And then you have someone who 185, he doesn't have to cut weight or nothing like that, right? A guy who's 205 but cuts down to 185, during the weigh-in he's naturally a bigger fighter. So
correct,
naturally he's gonna have more power. That's why a lot of bigger fighters like to try to cut weight to a lower weight class for power advantage.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So, all right, so cutting weight has nothing to do with calories, but with the weight of the food and liquid that the body contains. Your body weight is never completely stable. It goes up whenever you eat and drink, and down when you visit the toilet or sweat. There are a few ways to cut weight, and each has its advantages, risks, and limitations. Most athletes choose to dehydrate their body,
exactly,
but
yep,
they can also choose to reduce the amount of food in your digesting system. The amount of gluts, glenogen, whatever, I don't know, stored in the muscles.
glucogen. I think it's called
Yeah, okay,
glucogen.
okay.
Yeah,
Or the amount of sodium in your body. To avoid negative side effects, weight cutting is done as close as possible to weigh in. Weight cutting is often described as unhealthy and worrying, but without exhausting or using the right methods,
Exaggerating.
it can be.
My bad.
My bad. Exaggerating, my bad. And using the right methods, it can be relatively harmless.
Yeah,
So, So yeah, so like I said, like
So it can be
like,
harmless. Okay.
no, it can be harmless if done correctly.
Mm-hmm.
So,
It says, "Are you exercising or diet?" Now, are you talking to me or are you talking about when I mentioned Havanel?
I mean, I was really just dieting.
Yeah, like for me, when what I would usually do is there were moments where I would actually go on a fast where I wouldn't be eating at all. The only problem was that I noticed that I lost a lot of muscle mass, and the weights that I was comfortable lifting before, I wasn't able to.
Oh,
Like I
yeah, you were
drastically
talking to
got
me.
weaker.
Yeah, you were talking to me. Um, yeah, we live in Florida.
Yeah. So now let me do this, real quick. This is what I wanted to show. Okay, I'm still on share. Okay. Will we get copyright if I show this on Twitter?
Yeah, I already answered your question. Likely yes.
Even if it's on Twitter, okay, on someone else's account. Okay.
But
Um,
okay, well, go ahead. Just do it. Just do it.
you sure?
Yeah, just do it.
Okay.
So Kai can enter and
Well,
worry
can you mute that,
about
please?
the hands.
That was just nasty.
Yeah, can you mute it?
About the hands.
Oh, that's a big shot.
You said mute it, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
don't snitch on us, Malta.
Oh, I guess that's it. Okay, it didn't show the other knockout, but pretty much yeah, but pretty much Cody, I like Cody, especially when he beat it I think it was Dominic Cruz.
Mm.
I think that's his name was. But this was also a very good fight. I really enjoyed him fighting Francis, whatever that word that dude is. I'm not no disrespect, Kyra France. But anyway,
Oh yeah, Kairos France.
yeah. So this guy beat obviously beat Cody, and in that fight, if since you didn't see Avenel, Cody seems to be afraid from Jump Street. Because as soon as the fight began, he was constantly giving him so much space, a lot of space. So to me, it felt like although Cody was in the fight, mentally, I don't think he was ready to fight. I don't think so, because it looked like he was petrified the whole entire time. Like he barely thrown any punches. He barely throw any any leg kicks or anything like that. He was just constantly giving him so much respect where France, he just constantly ledged forward and started attacking him, and he knocked him out. And it was a good fight, even though it was short. It was definitely entertaining. People in the restaurant were screaming, yelling, and all the other good stuff. So overall, I just wanted to make it real quick. But overall, I thought the whole entire fight card was amazing. Gets an A all the way. A all the way. And hopefully, oh, he said he reported for copyright. I already called YouTube. All right, Malta. Thanks. But yeah, if you ever get a chance, Malta, try to watch eventually, because it may not be the same as watching wrestling, but they do have a lot of wrestling elements in there. Like you'll see a lot of wrestling, a lot of grappling, judo, and jiu-jitsu in the fight. So if you're into wrestling, you may be interested in watching this. So
No,
I would just,
I wouldn't push it that way.
you wouldn't.
No, the thing that makes wrestling important to a lot of people is being invested in the characters. And in this case, you're invested in the fighters.
And the characters too.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess, but but you're invested in the fighters, and I think that's the one thing that MMA has gotten better over wrestling is the being invested in the people who are fighting. It is the difference is this is real and wrestling's fake. But at the end of the day, you want to be invested in those characters.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you still want it to be entertaining, though. As long as you're entertained, I think that's the most important thing.
Yeah, but it's easier to be entertained when you care about the wrestlers or you care about the fighters.
Yeah.
You know, because you can have a UFC card that's mad boring. Let's be real. There could be some fights that are just boring.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and wrestling, every wrestling show should be at least good. But sometimes that's not the case. But that's something for another story.
Yeah, that's the thing for another story. I'm disappointed that Cody lost, but I was still entertained. I think his championship run or trying to contend for a championship is over. Getting knocked down like that. Ever since he lost his title, he hasn't been dominant as much anymore. So that's very unfortunate because I really like him.
It happens. Man. Some guys they get good quick. They get the title, and then for some reason they lose and they never recover.
And one last thing to add, for you, Malta, like I know you might not be familiar, with the names, but he beated, Dominic Cruz, and I hated that dude because he was just so weird to watch. Like he was very unorthodox, and the way he had moved, like it was just weird to me. So when Cody beat him, and then when he lost to Dillashaw, Havino was actually happy about that. Havino was actually going for Dillashaw. I was going for Cody. And ever since Cody lost his belt, that dude never been the same. Never dominated, the division anymore. So, and now that he got knocked out here, I think him getting a championship belt, I think it's over. I think it's over. So go ahead with your Xbox.
Okay. This is you see the video. Obviously, for those of you who watch the video, thank you guys for watching. I've had the Xbox for a couple of days now. Like I said, I'm familiar with the machine technically because the Xbox not that much different than the Series S is not that much different than the One S. You know what I mean? Not that much different. It's white color. The real main difference is if you see the black part right there in the middle. Right? Oh, thank you for watching, Malta. Thank you. Like if you see the black part in the middle, that's the vent.
Okay.
You see that black part in the middle? That's the vent. I put my control. I didn't know that. I probably should have known that, but I didn't know that. But when I picked up, I laid my controller on top of it, and then I went to go pick it up, and it was hot. And I'm like, oh man! And then I felt above it, and it does get that part is hot. So that's the vent. So I definitely got to be careful with that. But
you don't want to clog that up.
Like so overall, the interface for it is the same. The controller, like I'm holding it in my hands right now. I like the controller. I prefer the PlayStation controller, obviously, but I do like it. It does have a share button. It does have a share button, which is good. I mentioned you don't like the D-pad
at all. That thing is complete garbage. Complete garbage. That has to be the worst D-pad of all time. The worst.
I would personally I would go with the 360 controller, but
what?
Yeah, 360 controller.
The 360 controller is amazing. And
that D-pad is garbage though.
That D-pad is terrific. This D-pad is completely flat. It's like I could barely feel anything. It's like I'm touching a flat surface to me.
It does have some issues. Like it doesn't feel like each button doesn't feel like like it feels like you're touching the same button even if you're moving it feels like you're touching the same button.
Yeah. It's like there's really no distinction between pushing up, down, left, or right. And I have a problem. I have a problem with that.
Yeah.
I have a huge problem with that. Like it's like I'm just touching a freaking flat surface, and I don't like that. I don't like that feeling, and it also feels like it's not as responsive either.
You know, I was actually gonna say that. I don't think it's as responsive. I don't think it's as responsive. Maybe it's just me getting used to the controls a little bit, because it does feel a little bit different from the Xbox One controller. It does feel a little bit different.
What happened to the picture?
Goddamn. Oh, I think the video's done.
No, you didn't.
Oh no, I put the camera down. I forgot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember the part where you were about to turn your house upside down. when that was hilarious. I was laughing so hard when this dude thought he didn't have a controller.
Yeah, but like overall, like I do like the controller. Like I do like it. You know, shout out to KidVid 711. He said PC race is the master race. So you know.
Oh, kid, Vid is actually here. Kid, I'm pretty sure you're going to disappear really soon, but I appreciate you showing up now. Kid Vid, out of all the controllers that you experienced, whether it was the PlayStation, Xbox, GameCube, Super Nintendo, whatever, which controller you thought it was the best controller?
Does he use arcade? I think he probably uses an arcade stick, don't he?
Yeah, he used the arcade stick most of the time, but I wanted to know which controller was most comfortable for him. But if he already left, it's fine.
Yeah, and Malta said this D-pad is so whack.
It is.
He's not a fan.
Thank you. It's garbage. Garbage.
So
what the hell was Microsoft thinking? They should have. I mean, I would assume that they had tested this stuff out before they decided to make it a main product. I'm sure that they had a what do you call those things? A prototype.
Mm-hmm.
And you mean to tell me that everybody agreed that a flat D-pad would be suitable for gamers?
Well, most people use the joysticks. Most people use the joysticks. At least that's what my assumption is.
Yeah, but come on, man. Like don't make it flat. Like don't make it flat. I mean, at the very least, I like the way what they did with the 360, where you could actually switch it to a traditional D-pad or switch it to a D-pad entwined with the joystick.
Which I think is the problem with this, because it's too entwined. It's too entwined. And
wait, you could switch. You could change it.
No, you can't. No, you can't. You can't change it. But
Okay.
I'm talking about like the D-pad is too. I think they're too stuck together. In my opinion.
Okay.
So, all right. So let me get out of this. Yeah, I think there's two stuck together. As far as games go, like I said, I only have Game Pass, so the only games that I have on it technically is Halo, Forza Horizon, and King of Fighters 13. That's the only game I have on it right now, and the only game I play so far is Halo. And the only thing I'm going to play on it is the multiplayer.
So you're not going to play the campaign?
No.
You see, this is the problem that I have with you gamers today. But you know that's another topic for another day, though.
No, I don't look. I don't give a shit about Master Chief or Halo. Like I don't care. I just care about the multiplayer. I don't know what's going on in the story. I don't care about the story. I just like the multiplayer, and I can safely say that the multiplayer is very, very fun. Very, very fun. I would put gameplay, but their DVR system right now is garbage. I can only record like up to 3 minutes, and that's only in standard definition.
What?
I don't know if Halo has a theater mode or something like that. I don't know. I don't know if it has a theater mode, but I can only record 3 minutes at a time. And I'm not gonna. And if I'm playing the game, I'm not gonna waste my time recording 3 minutes at a time.
Can't you bypass that and just use an outside source like
I shouldn't have to.
Like the Evermedia or the
I I shouldn't have to.
Oh, you shouldn't have to, is what you're saying.
No,
Oh,
I shouldn't
okay.
have to, because I don't need it for my PS4. Likely, I'm not going to need it for my PS5. So
Yeah,
why would I spend likely close to $100 for something to use on my secondary console?
for every media, but you already had one. I remember I was with you when you bought one.
Yeah, but I used it for my PlayStation, for my main console.
Okay, so use it for this console.
That's not my main console.
But you're not using it for the PlayStation anyway. Like, see, this is why I don't understand about you. You're not using it for the PlayStation anymore because
I don't have it at all.
What happened to it?
I don't know, but it's not there. I don't use it anymore.
That would have solved your problem. But okay.
But I'm not buying a video capture card. I'm not buying one. Not for the Xbox. They should have the same thing that they have on PlayStation should have on Xbox. And there could be a way. I have to look into it. There could be a way, but I do want to put Halo footage on there.
Yeah, I want to see some footage also. Now, overall, how you feel about the console? Like, what are your future plans with it?
It's pretty much to download Game Pass games on it. Continue using it on Game Pass, and that's pretty much what I'm using it for.
So, how much you paying for Game Pass?
$15 a month.
15. Okay, so you pay $15 a month on Game Pass, and how much for Xbox Live?
No. Xbox Live is comes with Game Pass.
Okay, so Xbox Live comes with Game Pass.
I think I have Game Pass Ultimate, so that comes with Xbox Live also.
Oh, Game Pass Ultimate. So how much you pay for that?
That's $15. That's $15 a month.
Okay, that's it. That's $15 a month, and the online is good. Like no lags, no glitches, anything like that.
Yeah, everything's fine. Like the only issue I have with the multiplayer so far is that it doesn't like it. There are definitely modes that are missing. I know they added Slayer today, so that's good. That's pretty much like free for all deathmatch, stuff like that. Which I'm happy with. But there are definitely some stuff that are missing, and that's gonna take time. So let me read some of this stuff from Multi. Multi said that Halo Infinite is lit. He said that the multiplayer is better in my opinion. He said that he liked the campaign, but he just skipped some scenes. And he said that he would spank me in Halo Infinite. And my gamer tag is Hoovy321 on no it's Hoovy123 on Xbox. So I'm gonna put it in the chat. You want to get this work? There you go.
It looks like Kid Vid is also saying the same thing.
It's funny. You're funny who would say that, because I do have something I wanted to say. Yeah, absolutely. We can play this. Like I said, this like Malta. This add me on Xbox, and then we can play.
Well, go ahead. What you was gonna say about Kid?
No, let me say this. Okay, cool. He said he's gonna add me tomorrow. It's funny because I know if I'm not mistaken, I know he plays on PC, right? He plays on PC, and what's funny about this? A lot of these Xbox dudes are complaining that PC dudes are cheating in Halo, right? And there definitely are some PC gamers cheating on Halo. That's definitely going on.
Okay.
But here's the thing that I find funny about this, right? When the whole crossplay thing happened with Fortnite and Xbox, Nintendo, PlayStation, PlayStation was against it, crossplay when it came to the consoles, and Xbox and Nintendo dudes were so upset and they were so mad, saying, Sony's being mean and they're this and that, and Sony's being anti-consumer and all this other bullshit, right? And they were talking up crossplay. Now all of a sudden, these same guys whining, bitching, and complaining. You know what I mean? Okay. Okay, all right. Thank you, Kid Vid, for adding me on Xbox. So, all right. So they're all them whining, bitching, and complaining about these PC guys, in saying that we want crossplay disabled. No, man. You guys reap what you guys sowed. That's what you guys wanted, so that's what you get. You wanted crossplay, you got crossplay. Congratulations.
Well, what they have the advantage when it comes to the frame rates. So you just don't stand a chance. You really don't.
I think that you're right to an extent, but like Malta said, that PC do just aim better. I from what I heard, Halo is one of those few first person shooters where if you have a controller, you should be fine. You should be fine. You know what I mean? Obviously, you're gonna have an advantage with mouse and keyboard, but you should be fine playing with a controller, right? And look, at the end of the day, I have nothing against crossplay, but you can't sit there and cap for and say that company being anti-consumer when you guys are essentially asking for the same thing, to disable crossplay. You can't because the reason why is because you have a group of gamers that you guys believe are cheating. PC gamers that you believe are not all PC gamers are cheating, but you believe that some of them are, which is fine. One of Sony's issues is that they have people playing on their network, playing people on their network with people who they're not familiar with a group of gamers they're not familiar with. And they were like, no, we're not interested in crossplay at the time. And then they pretty much wilted later on, and like it is what it is. But you guys, that's what you guys wanted. This is what you guys asked for, and now you guys are against it. You guys,
Well,
so
yeah, I mean, but come on, but try to be fair. They did not know that PC gamers would have a much higher advantage. They can't compete, so of course they're going to complain.
They knew, but they still asked for crossplay. You got crossplay. It is what it is. You guys gonna have to deal with it. Y'all have to live with it. It is what it is.
Well, I think with the whole crossplay, I think the intention was obviously having to compete with different people, and for people, and if you had friends that only game on PC, now you could game with all of your friends and family members and whatnot. So I think now that they see that it's ruining the fun, if they want to get rid of it, I mean, yeah, get rid of it.
Well, I mean, but Microsoft ain't gonna get rid of it.
Yeah, but at least have the option if you only want to play with Xbox gamers, or if you want to play with PCs.
Yeah, I guess you can do that. But me personally, I hope they keep it on.
By the way, when it comes to online, do they reward you? Like, is there any kill streaks, rewards, or anything like that, or?
No, they don't have kill streaks. They, if you get like 5 in a row, you get like a sound called Killing Spree. You get that sound, but other than that, no, not really.
Okay,
I thought, no, we don't need that.
Oh, okay. So you don't like being rewarded like they do in Call of Duty?
No, if I wanted to play Call of Duty, if I want to kill streaks, I play Call of Duty.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And hold on. Malta said F crossplay. Get these PC nerds out of my game.
Yeah.
And Kidvid said that the option is there. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. And I see a whole bunch of Xbox dudes always bitching and complaining about it. So we'll see.
Well, Kidvid, I didn't know that he played Halo. I didn't know he played Halo, but I guarantee you he doesn't play with the joystick with his arcade stick. I'm pretty sure he doesn't play with his arcade stick. Now, okay, now that you have Game Pass and you have a couple of games on there, is what are the future games that you want to buy? I mean, that you're going to get.
Whatever's on Game Pass.
Yeah, but is there anything that you have in your mind, okay, that you're anticipating that you want to play? Because I'm only asking because I do want to try it out whenever I get a chance to come over. But if you don't have games I don't care about, then
I mean, there's a game coming out called Crossfire. It's a first-person shooter made by who's making that game? I know it's a well-known studio. It's not. Is it Remedy? Let me look it up. Let me look it up real quick. I just want to make sure I just want to make sure I get the name correctly.
Oh, by the way, KidVid, you missed. We talked about the PlayStation 5 already, about the kid who was scalping PS5s and he became a millionaire. We had already discussed it. You missed it. You came in here too late. You came in here too late. But what I did say was I was very impressed that a 16-year-old became a millionaire by basically selling consoles. And I read the article. I just skimmed through it, and they said that he had also sold Pokemon cards and other things. So yeah, that dude knew what he was doing.
Okay, yeah. So the game is called Crossfire X. It's first-person shooter, made by Remedy Entertainment. So they're the same people who made what's that game called? I think they made Control.
All right, Malta, no problem.
All right. Have a good night, Malta. Have a good night, man. But they made Control, and they made this game called Quantum Break, which was an Xbox exclusive for a while. No, actually, it was an Xbox exclusive. Period. And they also made the original Max Payne. No. I think they made I think they made the original Max Payne.
Mm-hmm.
And they also made Alan Wake, which Alan Wake is gonna have a sequel.
Yeah, I saw that on the Gaming Awards. I can't wait for that one.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that game. Other than that, nothing really else comes to mind right now.
Okay.
But I'm gonna be spending a lot of time on Halo and Forza anyway. So.
Okay, so you got Forza also.
Yeah, I haven't played it yet, but I'll play it. Hopefully I'll get a chance to play it tomorrow.
And overall, go ahead.
No. I'm pretty much done.
Yeah. So overall, you're satisfied with your purchase.
Mm-hmm.
You're happy. You're happy with what you got, but you are still planning on getting the PS5, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I just gotta figure out a place to put it. Because
Why?
That's a big fucking console. And I can't put it in the same spot as the Xbox. It won't fit.
Just put it outside of the of your stand.
I shouldn't have to, but I think that's what I'm gonna have to do.
Yeah, just do that. Like just keep it in the outside. Yeah, that's all. Problem solved.
All right. Anyways, all right. So let's talk about this next topic. All right. So let me get the screen share. All right. You might as well use this. Okay. PS5 faceplates. Now this actually came out today, right? So for those of you who don't know, the PS5 faceplates they are removable, right? The console comes in standard white right now, but these are the covers that you can buy, and I'll play the video right here. Pretty much, you got light blue, you got red, pink, purple, and black. Now, if I had to pick one color to pick, I probably would pick the black. Because obviously traditional PlayStation colors, I think I would pick black.
Mm-hmm.
But
can you play it again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. So overall, like, and the funny thing with this, right? The funny thing with this is that they were the company who was making covers.
Can you pause it right there?
Oh,
too late.
I got you. Oh no. Oh, so yeah. Let me go backwards.
Yeah, play it and then it'll
There you go. I paused it.
Okay, I guess that. Yeah, okay, I guess that's fine. All right, so what were you saying?
All right, so what happened was there was a company who was making covers. I think their name is D Brands, right? They were making covers for the PS5. The Sony sued them, saying that you can't do this, right?
So suing them for what now?
They sued them because when the PS5 first came out, this company called D Brands were pretty much making console covers,
Okay.
right? Sony sued them, told them that they can't do that,
Wow.
and this is the reason why they sued them, so that they could create their own.
Sony saw that they had a good idea, and now they want to
Well, I think Sony were going to do this anyway, but
okay.
but they sued the brand. They sued that company for doing it because, obviously you want to be the first ones out there to do it, and not have another company do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All you're doing is losing money if
True.
you don't do that. So, I see a lot of people online. And now, do you know how much these cost?
I have no idea.
You want to take a guess?
I would probably say like $20
They're $55.
for a cover.
Mm-hmm. It's $55. Now, here's what I'm gonna say about this, right? Me personally, one, I don't have a problem with them doing this at all. Like, this is a cool idea. You get the cover. You get the covers. They sued the company. I don't like it when big companies sue little companies, but they were obviously going to do something like this. So they decided, so they decided to sue them, tell them to stop, so that they can do their own thing. Hopefully, the company can at someday, make their own, and that's fine. And FYI, the company that were doing this, they were gonna sell their covers for around the same price. So
On the
like
same.
around,
Okay.
yeah, like, so pretty much I saw some covers that were higher. I saw some covers that were lower, but they were gonna do this. They were gonna do the same. They were gonna do the price range were the same. So me personally, I don't have a problem with this. If you don't want a cover, don't buy it. Like, you already have a cover. But obviously Sony's trying to make a buck out of this, so it is what it is. Is it expensive? Yes, it is. But
All it is a cover. There's nothing.
Mhm.
All you're doing is just customizing. It's just a cover. There's no reason for a cover to be that expensive, and you know it.
No, that's fine. But like if you want it, you can buy it. If not, then you don't have to buy it. It's that simple.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Offering something.
Hmm?
Yeah, you're offering something. What all he does is just cover come on, man. Like that's just too much. I would rather buy skins, which are a lot cheaper.
I mean, these are basically skins for the console. These are basically skins for the console.
What were you going to ask me?
No, would you obviously you said that you wouldn't spend $50 on it, but what's your thoughts on it?
No, I think it's a very good idea. I think it's a low blow that they want to sue another company.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that.
But
But
to me,
there's a reason why he did it.
to me, the color that I would choose is actually the violet one. The purple one. I think the purple one is pretty much the closest color. I mean, I know you said it's black, but it seems to me I think the purple one is the closest color to the traditional theme of the PlayStation brand.
I guess.
I mean, in my opinion, so I would have gotten the purple one. The black one is nice, but it's already black already on the inside. Like, the black's
Yeah,
nice,
that's true.
but I would much prefer to get the purple one or violet, whatever color it is. I would much prefer to get that one. Now, as far as the other ones,
Mm-hmm.
I think those I don't like. Obviously, I don't like the pink one,
Uh-huh.
and I don't like the sky blue one. To me, I think those are like for the girls, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, the red one is fine, the black one is fine, the purple is fine. The last two at the top, no, I'm not a big fan of those. Those are like too girly for me. For me. But here, my overall thoughts is, I do like that they're giving you a variety, of colors, to choose from. And I honestly believe, though, that they're ripping you off, because there's absolutely no reason for a cover, for that type of price. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a video game that you could buy, and you can't tell me that a freaking skin is worth just as much as a video game. No way.
Okay.
But
All right. I'm looking at the chat right now. KidVid said that so far I like the PS4 controller better than the PS5 in size of console. And then Nintendo Gamer said, "Hey, the Game Awards were kind of good, but after the first hour, the show was boring." We'll talk about that in a little bit. We'll talk about that. That's gonna be our last topic. So
what's up, Nintendo Gamer? Man, you missed a lot. But go ahead, Avino.
Yeah. So like I said, I don't have a problem with the price. It's not something that I would pay for, but clearly there was a price point that existed. Because like I said, the company that Sony sued, we're going with the same price structure. They're going with the same price structure. So the price honestly doesn't bother me. Right? Is it expensive? Yes, but it doesn't bother me. If there was a color that, like I said, I think I would pick black. I would pick red, and I prefer natural blue, but I guess I can pick sky blue also. The other color that I think they should have added, I wish they would have added like a yellow or something like that.
What?
Yellow.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like yellow. Yeah, I feel like yellow would be a good color.
No, it would not. Like
It's not a color I would pick, but it's
okay. Then all right then. So don't
and eventually, I think a company should be able to make actual skins out of this. Like you could have like a dolphin logo or something like that eventually on there, or a Heat logo or something like that. That's what I would like to see.
One, I don't think they need a yellow, because first off, yellow's not even close to even match their theme anyway. As far as their color,
I mean, pink is not either.
Which is why I don't like it. Red. Let me see. Oh yeah, there's a color red on on one of their buttons. I understand why they have red. I understand why they have black. I understand why they have purple. But
do you? I don't understand that.
Yeah, I understand why they have purple. Because yeah, I could think of purple when I think of.
When I think purple, I think of GameCube.
That's fine. Yeah, you can think of that too. But I still think purple still matches the theme of it, of the PlayStation console overall. The sky blue, if it was regular blue, I would get it. But sky blue, that threw me way off out of the loop. Light blue, sky blue, whatever color it is.
Yeah, I prefer natural blue.
Turquoise, whatever color that is, I don't.
No, turquoise. I'd be okay with turquoise because that's a dolphin color.
No, I'm not okay with that. But hear what I would say though. Mm-hmm. About KidVid's the PS4 controller. Look, I've used it. Again, to me, in my personal opinion, the best controller is the PS2 controller as far as the PlayStation brand. I think the PS2 controller overall is, the best, controller. It's very comfortable. It just fits perfectly well into my hands. And they didn't make the shoulder buttons worse by trying to make it, like a trigger. Those are some awful triggers that PlayStation have. I'm sorry.
On the PS4?
On all of them.
I would argue that the PS4 controller triggers are better than the PS2s.
No.
At least these are actual triggers.
But you don't need triggers. Do you
but
need
they
triggers?
Have, but they have triggers, and the triggers are they're far better than the PS3. And frankly, I think they're better than the PS2 R2 and L2.
You don't need them. But
to me, the PS4 controller is the best controller that the best controller. Is it the best controller I've ever used? I would say yes. Yes, I would say yes. The only issue I have with the controller, in my opinion, is where the option and the share buttons at. I think those buttons are too small.
Yeah. Okay.
But other than that, it's a great controller. And the PS5, I don't have a lot of experience with the PS5 controller. It is big. Like it's a big controller. The PS5 controller, it's a big controller, so it's something that I'm gonna have to get used to. So
Um, let me say this real quick. One of our friends basically commented on the about the skin, and look, that person, if he's watching right now, you know who you are. Like, look, you have to comment on the actual podcast, because when you comment on the chat, look, do what you want, but when you comment on the chat, now it puts us in the position where we have to move away from the podcast, look through our phones to see what you're saying. It's more organized, Mr. Riddler. That
does he have a YouTube?
Yeah, of course he has YouTube. Everybody has YouTube on their phone.
Well, everyone has YouTube, but does he have a YouTube account?
Yeah, he does.
Do you know that?
Trust me, he does. Trust me, he does.
Anyway,
But yeah, it just makes it a more of an inconvenience to having to look elsewhere. That's why the comment is there on the podcast. But Riddler will be Riddler. Remember, that's why we call him the Riddler.
All right. Before we move on to the Game Awards, Kivit said that the PS2 controller is the worst one. Very bad D-pad, is mushy as hell.
Wow. Do you agree with him?
No.
I don't. Not even close. So what you're basically saying is the PS1 controller is bad too. They're essentially almost the same thing. That's technically what you're saying. The reason why I like the PS2 controller is because, once again, it was the most comfortable controller in my opinion. Like, like it just seems that once you close the palm of your hands onto the controller, it just fits perfectly. Like the size of it, the button layout obviously is good. The D-pad, the D-pad is fine.
Yeah, I didn't have a problem with the D-pad.
Yeah, the D-pad is fine. So I'm surprised he said the PS2 is the worst one. Like, wow. I was impressed with the PS3 controller. I didn't like the PS3 controller.
I didn't like it either. I didn't like that one. Yeah, I didn't like that one. All right, so pretty much, I guess we're done. We're done with this. So the last topic is going to be the Game Awards. You want to pull this up, or you want me to?
No, you can.
All right.
And I'll maybe I'll play some video, or I don't know.
No, don't do that. Don't do that, because there's people who got copyrighted streaming the award show.
For streaming it.
Mm-hmm.
These people are taking this stuff too far, man. Like well, eventually, I want to have a discussion about that in a future podcast. But they're taking this thing too far. Like this is the gaming awards. Like, you really want to?
Let me ask you. Did you watch the actual show, or you
Yeah.
just
Yeah, I
watched the whole thing?
I watched the show, except like I didn't watch it 100%. It was because I wasn't interested in listening to people sing. I wasn't interested in people playing instruments. I wasn't interested in none of that garbage. Okay. I just wanted the game. So I would probably say I watched like 60-70% of it.
As long as you know who the winners are, that's fine.
Yeah.
As you know, because like I'll give you my experience with the award show, and I'll highlight. Let me highlight. Let me see. Where's Nintendo Gamer? Let me highlight his comment, because his thing was around the same that Mike thought would. The show started off really well. It showed off Horizon Forbidden West. It also showed off Hellblade 2. Both great trailers and stuff like that. And then after that, it just became just a bore fest.
Okay. After which one it became boring?
After pretty much after the first hour, it was just boring.
Well, I think even after the first hour, they were still doing gaming premieres and all the other stuff.
Yeah, and then the premiere, to me, didn't after those first two, like I didn't see anything else that interested me.
As far as the new game reveal, really.
No, I didn't see anything that interested me. But anyway, let's read some of the winners. Let me scroll down here. Oh, wrong one. All right, so obviously the game of the year is It Takes Two, right?
Yeah.
which is a EA Sports made game. Not EA Sports. EA Games, and has like the game. The guy who's the creator. I think his name is Jacob Farah or whatever. He's a character. He accepted the award. He was pretty funny. I thought his speech was really good. Um, like yeah. I thought he was good. Let me see what else. See. Anything else or okay? So you have game of the year. It Takes Two. Deathloop won best game direction. Final Fantasy 14 Online won best ongoing game.
Yeah.
Best indie game and best indie debut game was Kenna Bridge of Spirits by Ember Lab. Best narrative was Guardians of the Galaxy.
Mhm.
Are you interested in that game? Because I'm actually interested in that game.
Yeah, I'm interested.
Because I legit thought it was gonna be just the Avengers, but just I thought it was gonna be the Avengers. That game's garbage. I don't care what anyone said. That game's garbage.
You think the game is garbage?
Yeah, Avengers.
Yeah.
The gameplay I see just look garbage, but this game looks good. So and plus the narrative is cool too. So I definitely want to play that game.
Hmm.
Best art direction was Deathloop. Best score and music was Nier Replicant. Best audio design was Forza Horizon 5. Best performance was Maggie Robinson for Lady Dimitras.
Yeah, like I knew for a fact that she was going to win. Like, like she was out. Like when you see her in the game,
Mhm.
and obviously it's a horror game, but for me, it was always such a big deal whenever you seen her on screen. And it was also a different feel, a different dynamic, because you had a woman who's like 10 feet tall.
Mhm.
And have you
And,
watched?
and and FYI, the woman who plays her is pretty damn tall too. I don't know if it was the heels, but she was tall.
Yeah, she was taller than the other two ladies that was up there. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. And I don't know if you ever watched this anime called Full Metal Alchemist.
I've seen a couple episodes.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, yeah. She definitely reminds me of this chick called Lust. I don't know if you know who she is. Um,
I've heard of it.
she basically has almost, it seems like she has the same amount powers that this chick had. But yeah, it just brought me some memories with Full Metal. But yeah, she was always a big deal whenever you seen her on screen. It was just a bit of a different feel of it, because when you would see Nemesis on screen, it's like, oh crap, Nemesis here, we got to get out of here and whatnot. This one had the same feel, but obviously a bit different, because people found her attractive.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness, it was the people in social media, man. Let me tell you, that stuff just never gets old. But go ahead, my bad for interrupting.
All right. So, speaking of Resident Evil 4 won best VR/AR game.
Yeah.
Best action game was Returnal.
Here we
Best,
go.
best action event. What?
No, because I saw this one and I was just completely shocked.
What? Metroid.
Yeah.
Metro winning best. Why are you shocked?
I truly believed. I honestly believed that Ratchet and Clank was going to win that award.
Yeah, it didn't win. It didn't win anything.
He didn't win nothing.
No.
Absolutely nothing. Like this is the type of stuff that really that just pisses me off. I honestly believe that Metroid won because of the name.
You think so? You have the game. You like the game.
I do like the game. The game. But just because I like the game, that doesn't mean it deserved to win, best action game. I love the game, but I think that Ratchet and Clank absolutely deserved to win that game. I mean, to win that award. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
So wait, hold on. You're the one that said that the game is not even worth $60.
Okay, but I never said the game was bad. I said it's not worth 60, but I didn't say the game was bad.
Is it? Do you think it's the best action game?
I mean, action adventure, like it's not up to me to decide. Like it is what it is.
I'm just asking for your opinion, but yeah.
No, I mean, no, I haven't played the game, so I can't really say anything. Why did all my you can still hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay, so you see what's going on, right?
No, mine is on full screen.
You're on full
So
screen.
let me get on full screen and see what's up. What's going on?
Hold on a second. No, it just took me to another tab. It just took me to another tab. Do you see the screen?
Not anymore.
Okay, let me pop it back up. Yeah, let me pop it back up. Let me go to another because I was reading yeah, I was reading from another tab from another web browser, which made no sense. All right. Okay. Let me just go to the website. Let me do a share. That's weird. I go to tab. Okay. All right. So you see it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
But
best role.
it's different now. You're in a
Yeah,
different.
yeah. That's fine. Best role playing game was Tales of Arise. I don't think you played that, have you?
No.
All right. Best fighting game, Guilty Gear Strive.
Yeah, I played that. Yeah, I played that. Soul. Yeah.
Yeah. Best family game is It Takes Two. It beat all the Nintendo games on there.
Right.
Every
Yeah,
yeah,
which is very very impressive.
yeah, and it should have been included that we're gonna win Game of the Year also.
Wait,
Best
is that a game that you were interested in playing or trying out at the very least?
I mean it's a co-op game, so if it's something where if someone wants to play, then yeah, I'll give it a go.
Okay.
Best sports racing game is Forza Horizon 5. Best multiplayer game is It Takes Two. And then the rest of this stuff is just player's choice is Halo Infinite. That's the player's choice. Everything else is just esports stuff that I don't care about.
Go back down. Do you care about playing keep going, yeah, keep going. Okay. You were never interested in League of Legends, right? Even though people keep
No,
talking about it.
no,
Okay.
no,
Okay. All right.
no, no. I'm not into that game. All right. Let's go to the announcements. But this is why I watched it. Like this is why I watched the show for the premieres. I really don't care about the rewards. The
You
awards.
don't care about the rewards.
No, I really
You
don't.
only, you only care about the upcoming games.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That's all I really care about. Let me see if they have a list.
So as you're looking, do you, you don't have any issues with any of the games that won their awards?
No, not really. No, I was surprised that It Takes Two won Game of the Year, but like I said, it's a game that's gotten a lot of attention. A
Which
lot of
what,
people like
what,
it.
what game you thought was going to win? I
Honestly,
remember.
I thought it was gonna be Deathloop.
Oh, Deathloop.
Yeah, because a lot of people seem a lot of the journalists like that game, but yeah, a lot of journalists like that game. I see the gameplay of it. I'm not impressed, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be Resident Evil, but yeah, they didn't win either. I really thought Resident Evil was going to be the one, but yeah, it takes two. Like I saw gameplay footage of it, and every single time when I would watch gameplay footage, it does intrigue me, and I really want to try the game out, and that is actually going to be my future buys.
Okay. Okay. So, right, so the first game that was showcased was Sonoa's Saga Hellblade 2.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Xbox. This is the Xbox exclusive. This is the sequel to the.
Wait, hold on. Are you? I thought the Star Wars game was the first one. Wasn't it
No, no,
The Star Wars Eclipse game?
no. That the first one I can remember was Hellblade 2.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if this thing's gonna play. I guess not. So Hellblade 2, like, and a lot, and look, you got a lot of people, a lot of fanboys doing, the chirping about, oh, is that real gameplay or whatever. I don't care about that. Like I said, I didn't care about the first game, so I'm not gonna pretend to I'm not gonna pretend to care about this one, even though a lot of Xbox dudes are doing that.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought it looked good. I thought it was interesting.
I'm offering you the opportunity to become a Kingsman agent,
turn that down.
like a spy.
Okay, so the video will play after this. Yeah, so like I was impressed with the trailer. Like, is it game? I don't think it's fully gameplay. But I was impressed with the trailer.
I thought it was gameplay because the times where you had to, retreat, the times where you had the spear and you had to attack, I thought that was gameplay.
I don't know if it was. I don't know if it was. But like I said, the first game was kind of similar in that way. Like yeah, the first game was kind of similar in that way. So I mean, it is what it is. Like, people are saying that it was downgraded. I don't like concentrate on bullshit like that. Only fanboys concentrate on that.
Do you think it was downgraded?
No,
Okay.
because I can't tell the difference from the original trailer to what they showed here.
Are you able to put it on full screen or no?
Oh yeah, let me do that. I'm not gonna play the whole video because we're gonna be here forever. I do need to go to work.
Oh yeah, you started like at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you see the monster right here.
Yeah. I thought it was just a big giant human. That's what I thought it was at first.
Yeah. So this game's gonna be coming out to Xbox in a maybe in a year or two.
Yeah, and they didn't really elaborate why they were attacking it.
No, I'm sure you figure it out when you play it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But it does leave curiosity because I now I really want to know the whole story behind it. Like I really want to know. So I really am interested with this game. I think it looks amazing. But I thought, like, again, I thought there were moments where it was actually gameplay.
It could be a little bit of both. It could be gameplay and it could be screen. Could be CGI. It could be a little bit of both. But like I said, I don't look at this and I know a lot of PlayStation guys saying that it's a downgrade. I don't see it. But I'm not someone who looks at graphics so super closely. Also.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I thought at this part right here right here is gameplay. So
Yeah, so let me put this in regular screen. All right, so let me fast forward to the end. So yeah, so this is the first, at least from what I can remember, this was the first thing that they showed. So all right, let me move on here.
now, as you're doing that, so if you had to give it a grade, what grade would you give the reward show?
A D. Like, that
So
shit was boring, man.
Wow, so it was really that bad.
It was just boring. It, like, after the first hour, it just it just started dragging, and mainly just stuff that I didn't care about. Maybe just stuff that I didn't care about. So it didn't do nothing for me.
I
And
think
I'm not one of these people who like to like shit on Jeff Keighley and shit shit on the award show, but I didn't find the show to be entertaining.
well, to me, Jack Keighley did fine. To me he did fine. Like, the only issue was they just started. I think what they were trying to do, they were just trying to make it more than just a regular game show. Like they wanted to make it entertaining. Like I said, with the performance, with the singing and
No,
Now streaming free on Tubi.
that's always been the
Woody
case
Harrelson,
with
Pete
the
Davidson, John Goodman,
with the
and
show.
Tiffany
Like,
Haddish
the
are the
show's
Freak
always
Brothers.
been
Check it out.
more
Mine's
about
preloaded
performances
with the
and stuff
movie
like that
about some
than
cat.
the
The
awards.
Freak Brothers. Catch up on episodes
why
and tune in
they
Sundays
kept
for
the thing-
new episodes free on
Hold
Tubi.
on, I'm sorry. I tried to mute it, but it won't mute.
they won't mute. Oh, there's the volume right there. Okay.
Okay. And this is the game. This I think was the second game that was shown. That was the Star Wars Eclipse.
Yeah, I thought that was the first one, but okay. I guess I just got it mixed up. But yeah, I thought the Star Wars Eclipse was the first one. I'm not a Star Wars fan, but I'm not gonna lie to you. That was an incredible scene to watch.
Yeah, it looked good. It looked good. But here's the thing that you need to remember. Quantic Dream, they're the same people who made Heavy Rain.
Yeah.
They made some other. I forgot the name of the other game where with Ellen Page in it.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot the name of it. But they make cinematic games. They don't make games. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Now I don't know if this is gonna be the type of game, but this is letting you know, Quantic Dream, they normally make point and click type games.
Yeah. Didn't you own Heavy Rain?
No, I never played it.
Oh, you never played it. Okay. And those type of games you were never interested in, correct?
No, I'm not into like point and click type games.
Okay.
But I don't know if this game is gonna be it. But I'm just telling you, this is the type of game that they make.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So and there was something that I saw on Twitter that said that this game is 3 years away from coming out. So
3 years.
yeah.
Okay.
So it's gonna be a minute. And which is fine. Look, at the end of the day, you just want a game to be good. That's all you care. That's all you should care about.
Yeah. And yeah, I never really owned a Star Wars video game because I was really never a fan of the franchise.
Yeah, I'm not either. I've seen some of the movies, but I'm not huge into Star Wars.
Yeah, I'm not really huge into it, but the game looks, like I said, it looks very impressive, and I definitely want to give it a try.
All right.
Who knows? It may lead me to be more into Star Wars after playing it. We'll see.
All right, so you have this game, Lost Ark. It's a MMO, free to play MMO. I don't care about this. I'm just gonna move on.
The is that the one where is the MMO, and I know you hate MMO and you hate RPGs, so
Okay, and then this trailer.
All right, look, pass that one, please. What was the point of showing this?
What do you mean? Like, I actually think this could be interesting because
there was no gameplay footage.
no gameplay footage, but like a Wonder Woman game from the creators of Middle Earth: Shadow of Mordor. I actually think that could be interesting because they made this game. This game was a hit in the beginning of last generation. Shadow of Mordor, that was a hit.
Go and play it.
No, I'm not gonna play it. Like you said, there's no gameplay to it, but I think a Wonder Woman game is interesting.
The Wonder Woman has basically have the exact same amount of powers as Superman does, at least close.
Yeah, but like,
I don't think they'll be able to pull it off. Just like how they can't make a Superman game. I don't think Wonder Woman will be any different.
Well, you just have to see. Like I actually think that they can do it. I think they can do it. You just have to think out. You just have to not think of it as a normal beat 'em up. or whatever it is they're gonna do with it. You can't just think of it as a regular type of game. You have to think outside the box.
Yeah, but that's fine. But even watching the trailer, it didn't give you anything. It didn't give you.
They're I mean, they're not. It's not. It's probably not. They're probably not even ready to be shown yet.
Right. So what you may say could be true, but we don't know. We don't know. Like we don't know if it's going to be an adventure game, if it's going to be like you said, a beat 'em up. Maybe it might be something similar to like a God of War game. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. So, well, I do think making a Wonder Woman game is a smart thing to do, and the developer is a good. They're a good developer, so they have a good track record. All right. So this next trailer is Alan Wake 2 reveal trailer. This one surprised me.
Why?
Because I didn't think they were going to make another Alan Wake game.
Wait. Why would you assume that? Because
they haven't made. Because this is the sequel. This is a 10-year-old sequel.
Yeah, it's been a decade. Yeah.
Yeah. So I figured they were done.
The thing with me is I always wanted to play Alan Wake. I always wanted to play that game, and oh my gosh, I just didn't have the opportunity to. But I really want to play the first one because this one looks amazing. And when I was watching the gaming awards, they said that they added a lot more horror into this one.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
And you know how I feel about horror games. And if this is going to be a survival horror, I'm telling you right now, I am all in on that. Completely all in.
Okay. All right. So they also showed a couple of movie trailers. They had the movie trailer for Sonic 2. I'm not gonna play it because it's too long.
No. Don't play it. Play the end. I think you know what part I'm going to talk about.
This is gonna take a minute to load, but yeah, I know what you're saying.
Oh, I don't even have to say it. I think you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I think you know exactly what I'm talking about, dude.
Yeah, I saw the trailer.
Oh my goodness,
I've been meaning to watch. I've been meaning to watch the first movie. I will watch it eventually. I just need to know when. I didn't need to know when. I just wonder when it's going to be available for streaming, and where it's going to be at.
Oh, if it's going to be on Netflix or Hulu or whatnot. Yeah. Do you have Netflix?
Oh, it's going to be on Paramount. It's going to be on Paramount Plus.
And I know you don't have that.
No, I have access to it. Like I just been lazy.
Are you gonna pay for it?
No, my sister has it.
Oh, your sister has it. Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay. Oh, okay, your sister has it. Man, what's up with all these freaking ads?
I don't know.
Oh, come on, man. Come on. Can y'all just get along with it? Move on with it, please? Jeez, goodness sakes, man. All right, yeah, you can skip all that because I've seen the trailer, many times. But if you want to watch the whole thing, go ahead.
No. I'll get to the last part.
Will it be okay if you put sound to it?
Hold on.
Yeah, I think you passed it. Yeah, you passed it because this is when he's on the ground. Yeah, you gotta keep going back. Keep going back.
Are my manners, Sonic?
Do I look like I need your
Yeah, you gotta
power?
keep going.
Yeah, this thing's not responsive.
Face it, you're never going to get my power.
Oh my god.
Do I look like I need your power?
Where are my manners? Sonic, meet Knuckles.
Yeah, so.
Okay. Okay, I don't know. You might not have anything to say about it, but dude, that was so epic. And not only did you reveal Knuckles, who's a very popular character, by the way, mind you. But not only that, but the fact that you had the voice, whoever the voice actor is, I need to look who the
Idris Elba.
Who?
Idris Elba.
Okay. Well, anyway.
Okay, he's from Hobbs and Shaw. I know you've seen that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the bad guy in that movie.
dude. Let me. Yeah, I didn't know that. Okay. Well, damn. I forgot where I was at. Okay. Yeah, dude. And to see him, just hold. That was. I think that was a reference to the cartoon. Because I don't know if you've ever seen the cartoon, but there was a moment where Sonic was actually fighting Knuckles in the animated series, where he did that exact same attack, but Knuckles was holding him with two hands. With two of his hands. This one he has him with one hand and freaking knocks Sonic out, dude. That was so epic. So epic. I am looking forward, for this movie. I think everybody is now going to even appreciate Knuckles even more just for that one tiny clip of a trailer. Just for that one little tiny clip. Well, do you have any comments about that trailer?
No, I have to watch the first movie because I heard the movie is good. I'm not the biggest Sonic fan, so
Yeah, you hate Sonic, I know.
but I'll watch the movie and then I'll watch the second one. This was my show. This was the game that I was impressed with the most. Horizon Forbidden West.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Obviously, I'm gonna get the game. Unfortunately, I am probably gonna have to buy it on PS4 first, and then I'll play it on PS5 when it's done. But like this part right here, crazy. Hold on, let me pause it real quick.
Yeah, because I'm not really sure. And put it on full screen.
Okay. Yeah, I'll put it full screen, especially for this part. You have a freaking snake, giant snake on there. I don't know. I think the video quality is bad,
Mm-hmm.
but you can see the snake wrapped around that thing.
You're probably better off going. You know what? No, you can't go on YouTube. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's crazy,
Dude. That scene reminded me. Do you remember that moment where you were playing Final Fantasy VII, and that snake was on that freaking pole that Sephiroth put him into? I don't know if you remember that
No,
scene.
I don't remember.
Okay, yeah, 'cause I remember you mentioned it. You mentioned it to me, and that was just a crazy moment. But dude, yeah, that snake up there, yeah, that was that's sick, man. That's sick.
Okay, okay. So the next one is Final Fantasy VII Remake. This is PC release. I'm not playing that. Destiny 2.
Wait, hold on. Why are you skipping Final Fantasy so quickly?
Yeah, because it's already because that game's already out. This is just for a PC release. Yeah, and then Destiny 2. I don't give a shit about Destiny. This one was kind of interesting. Splitterhead. I think this is something that might be up your alley.
I am so looking forward for this game. I am so looking forward for this game. Somebody mentioned that it was similar to Silent Hill.
The director is making this game.
Yeah, but even if that's the case, though, it actually reminds me more of Dead Space than what actually I want to say it reminds me of Dead Space and somewhat of Resident Evil 4. Because you know how in Resident Evil 4 when you would blow their heads off and then they turn into weird creatures. It really reminds me of Dead Space a lot, and it also reminded me of Resident Evil. And again, in my opinion, we don't have enough horror games. We don't, and I really like the fact that we're having more of a variety of horror games that's going to compete with Resident Evil. Because really, besides Resident Evil, like what else do we have? So, I mean, like in a consistent basis. I know there's like See No Evil and other horror games, but in a consistent basis, Resident Evil is really all that we got. I'm putting on full screen. I'm pretty sure you get annoyed when I tell you.
All the time. And buffering. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Dude, I was just like, oh my freaking goodness, man. Whoa.
Yeah, I have no clue what's going on.
dude, you could tell that is freaking some creepy stuff. This is something that will this would prevent you to sleep at night. You see a freaking hot chick, and all of a sudden you're probably thinking of multiple thoughts. You're probably thinking, oh man, this chick is hot. You're probably thinking that, oh man, I need to get this girl's number. And all of a sudden she turns into a straight creature. Like, what in the world are you going to do? Like, obviously the first instinct is run, but you're probably like in so shocked that something so beautiful could turn into something so ugly in seconds. My goodness, dude. That caught me off guard. Are you interested in this game?
No.
You're not interested in Splinterhead?
No. All right. So this game called Nightingale. It's a new game from a BioWare boss from BioWare boss Aaron Flynn. It's a survival crafting game set across a shared world. I don't care about this game, so I'm gonna move on.
No. I care about it.
You know, okay, so that, so you, so you know about the game.
Play it.
So you know about the game.
I've seen it. Play it. At least like close to more than half, more than halfway.
Over the shit. Oh man.
All right, you can skip it. Never mind.
No, I'll pull it up when it starts playing. I'll try to go over some of the other stuff I don't care about. Gollum cinematic trailer. I don't give a shit about Lord of the Rings. Have you ever watched any of those movies?
No, remember we discussed this before when we was at your crib. I'm not interested in these magic movies. I don't like Lord of the Rings. I don't like Harry Potter. I don't like Golden Compass. I don't like none of those things. I don't like Hobbit. I don't like none of those magic shows. Now, I'm not saying they're bad. It's just that magic movies is just not stuff I'm interested in. Okay. Unless it's,
all right. There's another Somerville is a action adventure game from the makers of Limbo. Sci-fi universe. It's about a family attempting to navigate a post-apocalyptic world, but we're very worried about the dog. I don't remember this trailer.
Yeah, I remember it. All
right, so this is Nightingale.
Yeah.
The thing that turned me off to this game is crafting. I don't like crafting shit in games.
Why?
Because it's boring. That mechanic is boring. At least to me. So what makes you interested in this game?
You know what's funny? When I saw the chick and she had her freaking not lamp. What are those things called again? The whatever that thing she had on her hand. At first, the you might laugh, but the first thing I thought about was Little Red Riding Hood. When I saw that chick, and it kind of reminded me of that Little Red Riding Hood movie that I think was a horror movie. That I think it was a horror movie, and I wanted to watch that movie. This just gave me just a little bit of a flashback of that movie, and I just want to give this thing a try. I really want to give it a try. Again, I think it's something that is refreshing. It's something that is different and unique. So I want to try it out. I think this game is actually going to be good.
All right.
Yeah, seeing her, it kind of reminded me of a little bit of Riding Hood. So.
All right. I'm not
just more badass. That's all.
All right. So we discussed Gollum. Not interested. Somerville. I'm not. I don't know. I don't remember this, so I'm just gonna skip it. Cuphead, The Delicious Last Course. This is DLC. This is long-awaited DLC for a game. Like I said, I love Cuphead, but I suck at it. So, I'll load it up.
You suck at it?
Yeah, I'm not good at it.
You never beat it?
No.
No.
I think I passed the first world, and then I just suck at the game.
So you gave up. You let the game beat you.
Pretty much.
Well, you know,
I do want to go back, but you know.
But hold on. I haven't. Wait. You told me, we discussed this. You told me that you actually would prefer for video games to be hard, like it used to be back in the day, back in the Super Nintendo day. You told me that you wanted games to be hard like that again. What
I don't
changed?
remember saying that.
Yeah, you did.
I
We
don't
talked
remember.
about it in the chat. That games now are just far too easy.
No, I think what I complained about is people complaining about it being hard. And I'm not complaining that the game's hard. Like I'm not complaining about it. The game is just, you know. And I think, and I'm also gonna say this, and you're not gonna like this. I also think that I might be playing it on the wrong controller. Cause I bought the game on Xbox, and the game is out on PlayStation.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
I think I would prefer to play this on a PlayStation.
Then why did you get on Xbox for?
Because it was only out for Xbox for like a year. So I wasn't gonna wait a year. I was gonna wait a year to play it on PlayStation. No, if I wanted to play it I wanted to play it, and the option was Xbox.
Yeah, you did it with Resident Evil 4, but that's neither here or there.
Yeah, because like I said, like I don't know, it was available. I think it was also cheaper on PlayStation 2, Resident Evil 4. So plus I didn't need 2 discs to use it. So here's the game. You know, like these bosses look hard. Like and the only thing that I really didn't like about the game was the flying missions. I hate the flying missions in this game.
Why do you hate the flying missions?
I just don't like it. So
I think you should. I think if people are complaining, you know what? People had complained that that they need to have like an easier mode, like an easy mode. And for me,
in this game they technically do. In this game they do.
And you still couldn't beat it.
No, I wasn't gonna, because when you're playing on easy, like you'll pass it, but you're not getting a full score out of it. I forgot how they determine it, but you're not getting a full score out of it.
Yeah, like the full experience, I guess.
Yeah. Now I wasn't gonna deprive myself of that. So
yeah, but yeah, so I really do appreciate it when games are challenging, because if you don't have any type of resistance, then there's no fun in it. There's no fun in the game.
I know for a fact that you're interested in this.
Of course I am.
Sonic.
How many times have you heard me complain? Maybe you don't remember, but how many times you've heard me complain that we needed a Sonic worldwide game? And let me tell you why. We know how linear Sonic stages are, and how basically you just go from the starting point to the end. That's it. For me, a lot of the stages, I don't know if you agree, but a lot of the stages actually are beautiful to watch. And I have always felt this way about Sonic. As fast as you could go, and as I appreciated that I like the fact that it is all about speed. I do like to have a good view of the scenery. And to me, there's only one way to play a Sonic game. You really can't do that much of an exploration when all you do is just focus on speed all the time. You'll be able to get the full functionality of his speed, I believe, in my opinion, in a worldwide adventure game. In my opinion, the same way how they do with Mario Galaxy and all the other Mario adventure games. I think they could pull it off with this. I honestly do. And they don't necessarily have to make it where the main point of the game is having an adventure. It could be the same way how how it is with Zelda. You go to a main, boss fight in the dungeon or whatever, but there are moments in the game where you have to explore, going to one world to a different world. You could do that with Sonic, and now you could focus on mainly his speed when he has to travel long distances, and now you could have the full experience of playing a Sonic game, in my opinion. So if this is a worldwide game, it's about time, Sega. I've been waiting for this forever.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Like I said, my contention with Sonic is actually different from yours. You bemoan the fact that you can't go slow at times just to view the scenery. To me, when the game slows down is when the game is just an average platformer. In my opinion, when the game is fast, then yeah, the game's cool, right? Like it's fast, yada yada yada. When the game slows down, it's just an average platformer.
The reason why
Very average.
The reason why I think you feel that way is because they don't really utilize his other abilities to play in that favor. You know what I'm saying? Like when he has all different type of abilities. If they because to me the way they did it with Sonic Adventure 2, flawless, perfect.
Let's get that.
The one that was exclusively for the GameCube. That one they really utilize all of his special abilities. With the rest of the Sonic games, they really did not. He really didn't have. He lost all of his powers after Sonic Adventure 2, or they just didn't implement those features back in the future Sonic games. But I think the adventure that you're talking about, the platforming, would actually been better if they utilize all his other abilities. But hopefully they get that fixed.
Okay. Well, the next game, I just skip a couple games like Warhammer, Two Shot, or some of the other games. I don't really care about that. But obviously this is a big deal. Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League.
How you feel about it?
It has potential. Like I said, I don't care about the Suicide Squad.
I know
but
you don't.
But it does have potential. I cannot lie. And the story is interesting. So,
All right, speaking of Suicide Squad, DC, are you interested in the Batman movie?
Me?
Of course, you. Who am I still talking to?
Yeah, of course.
Did you watch the Suicide Squad that came out?
No, I don't watch Suicide Squad. I don't care about super villain movies.
Here's something else, man. But okay.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about super villains.
Without super villains, what do you have?
Well, what do you have in this game? You're playing a bunch of super villains.
Yeah, but we need a super villain in order to make the good guy relevant.
Yeah, but I don't need to sympathize with the bad guys. And that's what these movies are intended, or that's what the movies and games are intended to do. Sympathize with the bad guys.
Okay. So?
All right. Well, that's why I don't care about Suicide Squad. Like, if the game is good, I'll play the game. But when it comes to movies, like, I don't give a shit about the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Why? I don't care about Suicide Squad.
Okay.
And look, I know that the second Suicide Squad movie is a lot better than the first one.
A lot better.
But even still, like, you have a bunch of weird, stupid looking superheroes heroes, villains, whatever. They have a lot of stupid looking ones in that movie too.
Where they were the actual villains in the comics, by the way.
No, that's fine, but they look like idiots. Idiots. Like Peacemaker. That dude looks like John Cena's character looks like a dumbass. Like, he looks dumb, and he doesn't even come off as a bad guy. I don't even know who's the superhero that he's after.
A superhero.
Like who's his main rival? Who's the superhero that's his main rival?
Crap, I forgot that dude's name. It was a weird, unusual guy. I don't read that comic that much. I can't remember.
And he's a bad, but you know that he's a bad guy, right?
Well, all of them are. Yeah, they all have obviously a rival with one of the superheroes. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't just. That doesn't mean you should just completely neglect villain movies. If the movie is good, the movie is good. I mean, why play the game if that's your stance?
Well, the game is different. The games are different. Like if the gameplay is fun, then I can live with that.
And if the movie is entertaining, you can live with that too.
I just don't find I don't find villain movies to be entertaining. I don't find villain movies to be entertaining.
So why were you interested in watching a Venom movie?
I wasn't interested in watching. It was at my sister's house when I watched it.
And you watched it?
Yeah, I watched it because there was nothing else to do.
What about the Joker movie?
That was the first time they made an origin story with the Joker.
He's like the king of villains of all villains.
That's fine, but he's also the one whose origins is not explored enough.
Like you told me, keep the same energy. Keep the same energy. Like
you're not listening to what I'm saying.
No. I'm not letting you get away with that. Not letting you get away with that. You said because they're super villains, you're not interested in watching villain movies. Well, by that stance, why did you watch the Joker? If that's the case,
then I was telling you before you interrupted me. I watched the movie. First, I didn't watch the whole movie. I only watched the last 20 minutes. First of all, and two, there's no real origin story about the Joker. And this is the first, at least one of the first adaptations of the Joker character origin story. That's it. Like I'm not saying that. Like first of all, I only watched the last 20 minutes of it, so I haven't watched the whole movie. But again, there's like the other movies that was listed, all movies with a bunch of bad guys teaming together, and that's not something I'm interested in watching.
Mm-hmm.
I think this thing's not playing. Oh man, yeah, it's not playing. Like I said, all right. So you have Justice League. Hopefully, it'll play eventually. For Spoken, this is the game from. I think Square Enix is making this one.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Honestly, I gotta be real with you. I don't think the game looks that good. Like there's areas where it looks great, but there's also certain areas where it doesn't look great.
If you don't mind, I would like for you to show me because I couldn't tell. I thought the game looked good all over the place.
I'm probably gonna have to go to I'm not. This is not gonna play. I'm getting irritated over this. All right, shut the shit off. Let me just go to YouTube. That's not responding either. So
YouTube's not responding either?
No, my computer's not responding.
Oh, great. Okay.
All right. Hold on a second. Okay. All right. So let me do the share thing. I'm just gonna go to YouTube. Okay. While I do this, read some comments from Nintendo Gamer.
Alrighty. Let me exit out of here. Exit full screen. Nintendo Gamer says, "Oh yeah, I saw Malta Master was here. Yeah. Malta was here, but then he said he had to leave. He stuck around, for a little bit, and he says, okay, Kidvid said the PS2 controller is worse. Okay, I think we saw that one. Kidvid said, yeah, I had to do that with Crash Bandicoot 1. The only stuff I like are GTFO. What is that? No, I'm not sure. Maybe having a will help me with that. Cuphead, Cuphead, Sonic.
Wait, what?
Read the one where he says the stuff I like are.
Oh, get the F. Oh, there's a game called Get the F Out.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's what
Wow.
the name of the game's called.
Wow. Okay. Cuphead and Sonic Frontiers and Sonic movie. Okay. The only stuff that he liked. Okay, so Nintendo Gamer. So you didn't like any of the game reveals, game premieres? And Star Wars Eclipse. So I guess that was the only one that he liked. Was the Star Wars. I'm actually surprised that you didn't like the the Hellblade or Alan Wake. I'm actually surprised you didn't like those.
All right.
But
there's the trailer.
All right, something that's actually responsive. Now, show me what you're talking about. Parts that didn't look good.
Wait till this fucking ad ends. Ugh. Right, let me see if I get to a point where. Okay, all the stuff that you're gonna see right here looks fine.
Yeah, the game. You can't put sound, right? Because it'll get copyrighted.
No sound.
All right, it'll get copyrighted. All right. I didn't know IGN would go that low too. Even though it's not even their game, but okay.
Like this looks fine. This looks fine. What annoys me about what this game is like it feels like the world looks empty. You know what I'm saying? The world to me looks empty.
Like it doesn't feel alive in the background.
No, it is. Yeah, there's nothing going on in the background. Like all this empty space right here. I don't like. I think that's like, sometimes that's kind of like more of a mirage of how a game would look better than it really is.
By having it empty.
Yeah. You're not rendering anything else. You're not rendering any characters or nothing like that. You're just rendering, you're just rendering the main character.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying the game's gonna be bad or nothing like that, but there's certain things about this game that don't look great to me.
I guess I'm assuming a place like that didn't look good.
Yeah. Let me pause it.
To me, when I saw the game, it reminded me of Infamous.
I guess
it reminded me of Infamous to a certain degree, but the game looks fine. The game looks interesting. I would definitely give it a shot.
All right, so let me look. I went to another site to see if there's anything else that we missed as far as the announcements go. Let me see. My computer's acting slow right now. All right, so Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. I don't care about that. Crossfire X, the game that I was telling you about. Let me look for that. I'll show you that since I did mention that I was interested in it. So I mean, to me, it needs to have a multiplayer. So in order for me to be able to try. Oh, what the hell?
Yeah, your computer's been acting up. Like your computer has been having a mind of its own lately.
No, that's my fault. I typed in the wrong thing. I thought I was typing on YouTube. All right, there we go.
Yeah, let me put this on full screen. Okay.
Okay, no, the trailer. Yeah, so this is gonna be on Xbox day and date with Game Pass. So I'm definitely gonna be buying that. So you have that. What else do we have? Elden Ring. Like I said, they didn't show much of this. It did win. I think won most anticipated game at the Game Awards, but they didn't show much of it here, so I'm not gonna play it.
Whoa. And why are you interested?
No, I don't give a shit about these type of Souls games. I don't care about that.
I thought you said this was something that you was interested in. That's why you're showing it.
No, that what I'm showing you is Crossfire X. That's different.
Okay.
I'm talking about Elden Ring.
Okay. So Crossfire X, you're not interested in.
No, I'm interested in this. Elden Ring is what I'm not interested in. I'm just showing you the gameplay.
Of Crossfire.
Yeah.
Okay. And you are interested in Crossfire.
Yes.
Okay.
But it needs to have multiplayer.
It needs to have multiplayer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it needs to have multiplayer.
Yeah, the game looks fun.
Right.
I don't know if I agree with you with the multiplayer part, but the game looks fun.
All right, so they have a TV show. They're gonna have a Halo TV show from Paramount Plus. I don't care about that. Yeah, I don't care about that either. Let's see. Game Pass on PC, which you already have, and let me see. I think that's the main thing. The one major thing that they showed at the end was the Matrix movie, obviously, and I'll show you not the movie trailer, but I'll show you the game demo.
Mm-hmm.
That was also announced with it, Matrix Awakens. So they showed off the trailer for the movie, and then they showed off this Matrix Awakens trailer. Not trailer, but they showed off. Yeah, they showed off a trailer, and then they showed the gameplay of this game. And I can technically download it right now. I just haven't had a chance to. So let me see if I can skip to some gameplay. Okay, there we go. Now, Steve, what do you think about this? This is a video game right now.
Yeah, let me look. Obviously, this is not gameplay. Wait, hold on. That's interesting.
Like I said, this looks next gen, but I also don't know if this is like I don't know if this could be on rails or also.
You say this looks next gen to you?
Mm-hmm. But also
he doesn't look all that good to me, but
All right, let's get to some actual gameplay. Okay. So this is the game right here.
Okay.
This is a Unreal Engine 5 tech demo. So, to me, I think this looks good, but I also think this could also be on rails.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I know how much you hate rails.
Yeah. So I'm very interested. I do want to try it out myself.
Oh, snaps. Hey, jeez. Oh, damn, that's crazy. Yeah. The game looks impressive. Like I do like the action. completely obliterated.
Yeah, this is my first time seeing this too. So
yeah, this is my first time. Yeah, like look, we haven't had a Matrix video. When the last time we had a Matrix video game?
man, it's been forever.
Yeah, it's been forever. So it's good to see a dying franchise get revived as far as video games is concerned. So that alone intrigues me. And Matrix, it is a big deal. Like it is a big name. And
I just hope the movie is good. Because if the movie's bad, then yeah, I think it could hurt this game. If this game is real. Because like I said, this is really just a demo.
Yeah, but I like it. It's starting to grow to me now. I like it.
All right, I'll do like one more minute of gameplay and then we can wrap up here. Because this was really much the last thing they showed before they announced the game of the year. So.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, like there were definitely good announcements here at the show. I just thought that the show in general, especially after the first hour, just dragged. It just dragged. Now I was ready to go to sleep.
Yeah. So pretty much, you thought it was lingering for too long. You thought that it was no longer exciting. And so basically, what you're basically saying is an hour and a half show would have been fine.
Yeah, I would have preferred it, but I know that's not. I know that's never gonna happen.
Well,
So,
in my opinion, overall, I thought I would probably give it like a C, a C plus. Am I disappointed with some of the rewards? Yes. I'm disappointed that Ratchet and Clank didn't win not one reward. Not even one. And I'm also disappointed that I really wanted Resident Evil to win Game of the Year. I really wanted Resident Evil, but I shouldn't really be that disappointed because it takes two. I just heard so many positive things about that game, and I really want to try the game out myself. So I shouldn't be that disappointed with it. And as far as what was the other one? Best action was Returnal, right?
and then action adventure was Metroid.
Yeah. So overall, I mean, it was fine, but I would probably just give the whole thing a C, like a C plus, something like that, in my opinion.
Okay.
And you said you gave it a D.
Yeah, it just bored to tears after the first hour.
Okay.
Just bored to tears. But anyways, that's the show for today, man. I do have to get ready. I have to get to work. So
yeah, me as far as me, I'm just gonna just relax for a little bit, and probably work out before I go to bed. So Nintendo Gamer, thank you so much. KidVid, thank you. Malta, appreciate you guys. And Riddler, you man, I don't understand why you can't just participate.
Well, he did ask. He asked you in the chat. How do you not know what Get the F Out is?
Yeah, and I didn't answer because he needs to put that on here. That's the reason why we have a podcast. So I don't know why he's trying to purposely make it difficult, but remember, he's the Enigma. He's the Riddler. That's what we call him, Riddler now. But anyway, this is the Traditionalist 101 signing out. Have a good one.
Who we winning 6? I'm out. Peace.